Oh, hi there, everyone here and everyone watching the VOD. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful Thursday or Friday, depending on your time zone. If you are stateside, I hope you've been enjoying your Independence Day holiday today. Um, Today, we are going to be doing, as noted by the schedule, a live podcast session with my best friend Nate. It's been a while since we've done this, so we're going to be chatting about stuff, namely about how this podcast session works, what we've been up to, especially regarding the Best Bud Friday stuff, as well as just some other stuff, like catching up with you guys, maybe catching up just in general. But we're gonna have a good time, so I hope you guys enjoy. We'll be prepping for about 10 minutes, so in the meantime, make sure you guys take this opportunity to get a snack, get some water, do whatever you need to do while we prep. See you guys in about 10 minutes. I forgot to unmute myself. That's what was happening. I think. Okay. Well, can you tell it's been a while since I there we go. You could tell I was talking, luckily though, because of my little icon moving in Discord. But anyway, oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome in. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful Thursday or Friday, depending on your time zone. Or at the very least, I hope you've been able to take care in the meantime. Oh, Icho, thank you so much for the self-care check. I'm actually going to go ahead and get things started by greeting y'all first. So first off, Sophie, congrats on doing first. Welcome in. And oh, hi there, Sophie. Welcome in as well. You can't, Echo, you can't just throw all of that on me all at once like that at the very beginning of stream. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and say hi to everyone first before we continue. I don't know if I said oh hi there, Sophie, but welcome in as well. I hope by the way you've been able to tide yourself over, and I hope today gets less stressful for you as you like continue to relax or do stuff in the meantime. Xavier, congrats on redeeming second, and oh hi there, Xavier, welcome in. Echo, thank you for the self-care check. Oh hi there, Echo. And Minna, congrats on redeeming third as well, congrats. And oh hi there, Sammy, as well. And Echo, congrats on becoming a very important sock pal. Let me go ahead and give you the diamond really quick. Thank you so much for hanging out for us as long as you've been able to redeem the very important sock pal. I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and add new. There we go. And officially welcoming a new member into the Diamond Club, Echo in Mexico. Thank you so much again. I really do appreciate it. Let me go ahead and stand up and stretch before we do everything else. Oops, sorry about that. But yeah, welcome in everyone. I hope you guys have been having a good day, been taking care. Yeah, so if you guys haven't noticed, I'm already in call, by the way, for what it's worth. I don't know if you could tell, but I have with me my best friend Nate, and just as a quick preface, I guess, we used to do this thing on Fridays, it was a bi-weekly basis, so every other Friday, it used to be called, Best Bud Fridays, but now we've kind of shifted over where we took a long hiatus, and now it's officially, I guess, sort of discontinued, but instead is, I don't know if it's discontinued, it's more so a continuation in a different form. Also, Xavier, enjoy your alert, thank you so much. So, we've been doing a thing called Unfinished Drafts Podcast in place of it, and it's been going on YouTube. We've only had one session so far. Actually, Nate, if you don't mind, could you post it in chat really quick? I'll go ahead and pin it for folks who haven't seen the first session.
Oh, sorry if I
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I have to mute myself.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, for those who don't know, can you guys hear Nate? Okay, by the way, double checking. Okay, you guys can hear Nate. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna find that YouTube link and then post it here.
Okay. Go ahead and
if anyone can go to that link, you can see the Unfinished Drafts Podcast channel. And we only just posted one video, which is episode 0, I believe.
Yeah. It's well, I think it's listed as podcast number 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah. That one sort of acts as sort of an introductory episode to what we've been trying to do. I guess this will probably work more so as kind of like a a way for people to catch up on what's been going on with us regarding this type of podcast session, as well as just in general. Actually, before I do that, I should probably add a. I don't know if I hold on, maybe a different pin message because this will actually be quite important.
I don't know if any of you heard some birds in the background. They've been kind of loud lately.
I heard a few of them.
Yeah.
So this will be sort of a side note. I'm gonna add a different pin message, but yes, please feel free to check out that YouTube channel where we'll be uploading this session as well as any other sessions in the future for the Unfinished Drafts podcast. I'm gonna add a different pin message though for this because this will be quite important for us to be able to get through with chat while we're also hosting this. So just to keep it in mind for y'all. Okay. So just as a note, please be patient with us as we're going through with the session as well as trying to catch up on chat. We'll talk more about that later. We talked about that in the first session. We'll do our best to catch up with chat while also trying to keep on conversation. So I hope you guys understand this. Yeah, I don't. Do we want to start off with that, or do we want to talk about just introducing I don't know, introducing ourselves, but more so the idea.
Yeah, it's a lot to catch up, and the last time we did the best bud streams was in March, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've been doing the best bud streams. I think we did it weekly. Then we did it bi-weekly and then monthly until I call it quits. Or we put it on hiatus.
Yeah.
Because I was going through a lot of things until now. So, and also, Dusty and I have been talking about how the best bud streams are going to go forward in the future, and then we don't know yet. We just plan out a bunch of ideas as we go forward, and sometimes we think we might be running out of ideas or we're busy with stuff. It's hard to say, but with this Unfinished Drafts podcast, I think it's like a continuation on where we left off, but this time we're thinking of I think refining what we want to talk about personally, and as well as other things that we can talk about, which we don't have a plan set or a schedule set on what we can talk about, but we still have some old ideas in a pinned, I'd say in a pinned message in our Discord chat, and whatever we can choose within that list, then maybe we can talk about this topic on a certain day and time, or I'd say invite a guest if need be. But it's hard to say when we can schedule these podcasts, and so yeah, I guess for this stream, I guess we're just basically chatting on what we can catch up on, like see how we've been doing since March. And I know that Dusty and I had some past conversations here and there, but yeah, I'd say the time that I was out from Twitch, and ever since I came into Dusty's streams to take a look on what he's doing, and I'd say there's some new people involved and some new games that he played, and at least he's having a fun time with the games that he's playing with. And so yeah, it's a lot to see what's going on, just to see that my best friend is having fun, and yeah, I think it's really nice to be back to chatting in the podcast. and even trying for the first time for months to stream the Unfinished Drafts podcast live. And so just to like interact with you all as well as listening to what we have to say and such. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. So as well as Dusty, and then yeah.
Happy to have you. Actually, while we're here, let me go ahead and give you a quick, because we have this from the old Best Bud Fridays. If you guys would like to follow Nate, please feel free to do so. He has a YouTube, a Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah.
He'll probably do stuff in the future more so, especially like he's been posting more recently on Twitter. So feel free to check him out there.
Yeah, I know that I stopped using Instagram and even YouTube because yes, I got stuff coming up, but then I gotta find the time to do all this stuff. So yeah, I've been posting actively in Twitter recently, but not much on YouTube and Instagram. But you guys can take a look at those 3 websites. And so yeah, it'll be nice to see what I've been doing from, I think, since the past year. But I think more to come as time goes on. But yeah.
Yeah, I hopefully we're able to see more content out of you, so long as you enjoy it. But yeah, how should we? I guess you mentioned why, or like what you've been up to, sort of like about regarding the podcast and stuff. But I guess we should talk about like what this was originally, right?
Mm-hmm. I know we discussed this before, but it's mostly discussing certain topics for our developing our I think our skills, I believe, but also being more personal in a private chat, in a private just a private chat between the 2 of us. And even these podcasts are somewhat of a lesser distraction when streaming it live here on Twitch. And so that's what we thought of at first for the Unfinished Drafts, is just me and Dusty talking about some things, some topics that we're interested in, and even that just makes us feel we can talk more deeply about it without Dusty going into the chat and then inform, like saying hi to everybody and so forth. Because I know that Dusty understands that I may not like interruptions, but I have to respect it. So he told me about it. So and I thought we had more to talk about, but I don't know, Dusty, can you explain it further? Because I thought that's what it.
For what?
Like how we started this podcast, or
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can well, I mean, I guess before anything else, let's start at like Best Bud Fridays in general, right? Because we sort of touched on it at the beginning, but for the very start, Best Bud Fridays was sort of a because when we initially talked about it, I think Nate, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you wanted to get more into the space of like being able to do more content and maybe figure out like the Twitch space as well, because it was new to you as much as it was new to me. And
yeah,
so this we tried to find a way to like maybe expose you more so to the space and stuff, and like figure out how you'd feel about doing streams, not streams, but like these podcast things, and like chatting with folks that were within these spaces that I hung out in. So Best Bud Fridays was a way to do that, and we did that for a while, including some guests to the podcast to talk about different things, and chat with people either like in the voice call or on stream chat. But after a while, when we were going through it, like Nate was saying earlier, he was expressing that it's essentially it was difficult for him to be able to talk while also having to keep. I should have put this. Keep chat in mind while he was talking because the way it worked, and you'll see this in the first episode is like, uh, the way the way we have conversations outside of like podcasts or recorded streams and stuff is we generally try to keep focus as much as possible. So whenever
Mhm.
and that's why I have a pinned message here saying like please be patient with us as we go through chat because it's going to be difficult for us to be able to maintain a stream of like focus on a topic that we're talking about while also catching up with chat. Though I of course like you have to make exceptions like for example if there's like a raid or if someone gifts subs or something because then that's super hard to ignore because then it's just like whoa like oh like
Mhm.
that's just suddenly a random alert but outside of that like we'll still keep in mind to respond to chat. It's just gonna take us a bit because while we're on the train of thought we try to like keep focus until we end it. So
Yeah,
for
but I think,
yeah go ahead.
sorry, I think personally for me, and you're quite right about me being familiar with Twitch and what people are doing, but it's for me to get out of my comfort zone, get out of my shell. And so, yeah, that's what I've been trying from like for the past year, uh, to like interact with people and to listen what I have to say and what they've been doing. While as for me, I've been doing other things in life, and sometimes I think I don't have time to do these things. But it's possible that I can, and it's just a matter of working things out. But I think importantly for me is, um, I think I've said this before, but I don't know if I said it to Dusty before or whatnot. But it's more of when I move from one place to another. Like I'd say, when I was done with college, and then moved down to a new place, and in that old place, I had good friends to interact with. But then we all have to move on in our separate ways after graduation. But then as I move into a new place, like into a new home, like living with my parents and such, it becomes quite difficult for me to interact with anybody. And so it was hard for me to see anyone who has like the same interests as me, or anyone who could I don't know. I had a hard time approaching people, but I'd say I talked to Dusty about it, and I thought it'll be nice to interact with the people that he encountered uh, with the people around him. And I thought, yeah, I think I just give it a try, but it'll be hard for me to get used to what uh, what all these people are doing uh, because I've been hearing a lot of things about people doing art stuff, which looks really nice, and even doing all this stuff in Twitch, which is a lot of stuff to do, which I could not handle because I can only do small things at a time per day, like doing the mundane things, like doing the chores and then going to my day job and going through the 9 to 5 day and then making sure that I've got the chores done. And then I might have a little time to do whatever stuff I want to do for my content and such. So, uh, life's keeping me busy. And uh, I guess I think at this time now, I think things for me are getting less stressful. So I think I don't know if you remember this, Dusty, but I think my last contract has passed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my last contract has passed. I had two of them actually. Like one of them was done 2 years ago, but then I had another one for continuous working agreement, and that last one. was done a couple days ago. If I remember that contract on when the end date will be for the agreement. And I think, yeah, I don't have to worry about that. But it's just a matter of how I can plan things out to get my content out there. Because I've been talking to Dusty about some of them like comedic skits,
Yeah.
upload them in YouTube Shorts,
Yeah.
and then I told them some ideas. Like it would be simple for me if I just buy a tripod, which I haven't yet, a tripod for my phone, and then try things out for myself. Because I've been thinking of some crazy ideas to make things funny, and so uh but I don't want to disclose the details. But eventually, I'll try to upload some YouTube shorts, which I think they're gonna be fun because it will take a lot of physicality out of me in order to do this, and even a lot of like planning and then storyboarding
We're,
on what I'm about to do with these skits.
we're
So
also not like our younger selves anymore. So when he says
yeah,
physicality, it's like we're gonna be like whenever we record something nowadays, we're like super drained. It's like, oh, okay, all right.
yeah. It isn't that. I felt that, man. I felt that. We're not our young selves anymore. Like we constantly reminded ourselves on when the time when we first met each other in Japan.
Yeah.
And then we just do a lot of stupid things on the playground. And our apartments are next to each other. So
Yeah. We,
and then we have a bunch of friends doing stupid things with us,
yeah.
which is really fun.
We were
And then
also
I
just
would be
really
reminded,
loud too.
yeah, I even remember my mom telling me that someone approached her, and then she said to her that she saw the both of us doing a cringe Dragon Ball Z fight.
A cringe
And
Dragon Ball
it's a
Z.
teacher. A teacher was approached. Yeah, the teacher approached my mom and said, isn't that your son and his best friend doing a fight over there? I don't think it's going well." I can tell the difference between that moment and now.
Yeah.
We just had a lot of energy as teenagers. I think in seventh grade till ninth grade. But then as we got older, yes, I think a lot of things weigh us down.
Yeah.
And now we're being, I think we've got not only just lose more energy, but I think we've gotten smarter over time, gotten more mature
We're
over
still a
time.
little stupid sometimes. In fairness, we're still. We can still do like really stupid. Like for example,
Yeah, how could I forget? We're still a little bit stupid.
like whenever we're scripting something, right? Like we'll just like, what if we just remove it? What if we just say nothing here, and then we just both laugh? Like the one like
Yeah,
remember on Tanaka 3, we were like, oh hi Tanaka, have you come to finally accept my apology? No, there's just
yeah, just
nothing.
no.
Sorry,
Just a simple no.
we're, we can
And,
be yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
and it works because you don't need to run the joke for a long time. You can just end it at a simple moment and then like keep it short,
Yeah,
and it's still effective.
it
And there's yeah, it's oh man, the abridging days. You started creating your first abridgment, I think back in 2015, and then me and then a couple folks, a couple old friends, helped them out, and we had fun with that too. And we could not stop laughing on what Dusty had created, and even I had to work with him as one of the voice actors.
yeah.
I think it's it's still fun.
No, yeah, we look back. I think every now and then when whenever we have like a Discord call, we'll look back every now and then on like the old Death Note stuff we did and just laugh at everything that was there. Even if it's not something that we would do nowadays, I think it's still just like we once talked about trying to do that over again, like remake the thing, but a little
Yeah.
bit more coherent and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
but I think Nate also said it like correctly that like as time went on, we've like we'll still have very silly moments and stuff, but we've become much more, I guess, mature as time has come along. We've mellowed out.
Yeah.
Uh, so, like, there's still that like inner silly little kid from seventh grade energy in us. Um, but
Yeah, there still is. But I think there's the silliness. Uh no, I would say yes, the internal silliness of us being kids is still there. But then there's also the silliness of being adults.
yeah,
Just thinking about the viral content that's happening.
uh,
And even me revisiting the comedic classics
yeah,
and even what's happening now. I mean, you have all the viral stuff in social media where in the YouTube shorts especially where it's not just YouTube shorts, but there are others who recorded who made their videos like less than 20 seconds or maybe even less than 10 seconds. And depending on how they work out, it still works as long as you understand what they're getting at.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes you would need some context on what they're trying to refer to. Um, like sometimes we look at the ProZD videos.
Yeah,
Like I showed you one where he did a exaggerating skit on Squid Game,
yeah,
and it's really funny. And it it's basically telling the message of Squid Game where you just have the two. Well, it's just him, but then he would just have a paper with a tiger mascot, and then a mask from what's his name, Usopp from One Piece,
Sniper King. Yeah,
I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has those masks that represent the billionaires, and it it's not it's meant to make fun of like the capitalism of what's going on in Squid Game,
mm-hmm.
but it's when you exaggerate it, it's what makes it funny.
Yeah,
It's just that oh, capitalism is bad, but then if you just laugh at it, you felt relieved that oh man, this is quite unexpected from what we've seen in Squid Game, and you thought, man, someone just poked fun at it,
yeah,
and it's crazy. So I guess as like as we I think it's a continuous learning experience as we continue to mature. I'd say continuous like I think I told you that I've been like learning a lot of stuff in webinars and such.
mm.
Recently I have to go through like an intense process of going through Zoom recordings of 5 webinars on genres, writing genres, and they're fun, but then it takes it takes repeated viewings to understand what is he trying to say, what is the instructor trying to emphasize here and there. And then there are a bunch of examples just to prove the points. And through those repeated viewings and revising my notes, it gets me a better understanding of like, oh, okay, I get it now. And it it even reflects on how I approach genres. Like there's a love story and how a love story works, and then there are action stories, you know, the superhero stories and whatnot, how they work, and then crime stories, and then there's even horror, which is intense for me, and then there's even comedy, which is also fun. I'd say comedy is the most fun out of all the 5 because I couldn't stop laughing at all the random exaggerations that are happening, all the random jokes that are happening, and so it's it all makes sense when I approach these genres and see what I can do with my stories and such, and especially my skits. So it'll be fun. I'd say yeah. We may have matured and then we have all the low energy and then we need breaks and such. But I think we're just what do you say, strolling through
yeah,
life.
yeah,
We're just strolling through life, like do the best we can every day. And even we have some good days and bad days. Like the bad days can be stressful at times. Like I could be stressed from work or stressed from what from outer circumstances and, and what's going on within myself. Like why do I feel this way? It's what I also addressed in the first episode where I've been going through some depressing moments. And he'd been asking a constant question like, what am I doing with my life? And it's annoying, but it's hard to control. And so yeah, that I went through that I think for the past several months, especially when I'm trying to get familiar with all this Twitch stuff. And even trying to like to do some fun on YouTube and whatnot. Even my stories that I'm excited to work on, like gaining all that knowledge from the webinars, like from my favorite instructor. I think my favorite instructor in anything. Yeah. So yeah, I've been learning a lot of that, and then doing like making sure that tasks are complete for my day job, and then not worry about anything. But then it's just a constant anxiety on what can I do today? What am I gonna do tomorrow? And then I would feel guilty about the past days. And so I'd say I went through some emotional times. And so yeah, it's something to like think about, and then eventually I have to move on from it. And so but I'd say just keep moving forward. I mean, no matter how you feel, like you may have some good moments in you may have some good moments and bad moments, but then don't let the bad moments overcome the positive moments. And so that's what my mom always uh, told me about, reminded me of, is keep looking forward to the positives. And even that's what my therapist said, keep going after the positives no matter what. And so yeah, it's I'd say we're still growing, I would say. But I think, yep, as young adults, I think yeah, we're still strolling through life. If that's how I could say things right now.
Yeah. Just like taking things one step at a time. It's still important to be like prepared for, or not prepared, but like try to prepare for stuff by like knowing what you want to do next and having a game plan. And
Yeah,
I think going back to the topic of yeah, like we started this up because we were looking for an avenue for Nate to try and do something again because it was going through a particularly rough patch. We won't get into details of it because it's both personal and because I don't think we want to spring upon you an immediate trigger warning or content warning type thing, because that would be
yeah,
very inconsiderate, I think.
yeah. And I would apologize if I didn't mean to go deep
Yeah.
and yeah, make you feel sad or whatever. So, if you want to say my apologies in advance.
No, it's okay. Yeah, we didn't go too deep into it. So I think it's fine.
Yeah.
All that being said, though, like, yeah, so this started off as sort of an avenue for us to get back into things again. But because of the nature of Twitch and being able to. Oh my god! Sorry, Piper!
Yeah, I gotta tell you.
Piper! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in, let me give you a quick shout out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, welcome in! Can we come get. I don't know. Maybe you can have a comfy time here. That's for sure. Oh, Zenless Zone Zero. I've been I think my siblings been playing that too. I think it's another Hoyoverse game, right? I think. But welcome in, Piper. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, hi there. I'm Dusty. I'm a silly little bear guy who likes doing silly little bear guy things. I'm a full-time freelance editor, create content on YouTube, say oh a lot. I'm here joined by my best friend Nate, who is chatting with me for our podcast session called the Unfinished Drafts. Um, yeah, we're just doing a quick live session chatting with you. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be chill. Pickling is sitting around for a long time. Oh, okay. Sorry, I, the interpretation. Yeah, always two ways that people seem to take it. Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, next time it happens, I will make sure to, I will respond accordingly to the intention. Um, Played it today as well. It's very fun. Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it looks pretty. Especially the characters. I've seen a few. I do like their designs and stuff. So, I hope you had a fun time though, Piper. I hope you had a fun time playing Zenless Zone Zero. And also, Piper, if you or any of the raiders need to raid and run, no worries. I completely understand. Especially if you've had a long stream, make sure you guys do some post stream care. But if you guys would like to hang out and chat with us for a bit, we're happy to have you. Yeah, welcome in again. Very click mashing. I see. I see. I'm glad you had fun. Sorry, give me just a second. I'm doing the self-care check. Thank you again, Xavier, by the way. Make sure you guys are doing the same. Not to run. For stuff with family. Oh, right. Okay, you know what? Completely valid. I hope you have fun for your July 4th. Thank you again for stopping by, Piper. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Yeah. In it for the food. You know what? Fair.
The food and the fireworks, because the fireworks are gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
yeah, thank you so much.
Hope y'all have a great rest of your. Oh, thank you so much, Piper. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you again for the raid. I know I've said that like 3 times now, but I do appreciate it. Let's see. So yeah, what's it called? We were yeah,
I was gonna
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh. We every now and then, I don't know if you could tell, we've had this sort of like interaction where we're like, oh, go ahead, okay. We're just constantly throughout most of our life where we're just like making sure not to interrupt each
Yeah.
other. Do you wanna say anything really quick?
I was gonna say, speaking of those popular role-playing games that are going on,
Yeah.
It just makes me wonder why are they so attractive or something. Because you see all these people, they look cute and whatnot, and so that makes me gives me a nagging thoughts on why do those games feel so attractive and then they become popular trends. And I just observe them, and I just observe them, like see other gamers play, and then even voice actors play. Imagine that.
It's often like the voice actors in the games actually play them too.
It's like, hey, I'm supposed to play this game in promotion of whatever, but then I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because like I know I was actually talking to, I think, Sophie a couple days back about this. The voice actress for Lisa in Genshin actually live streamed her attempts of playing through Genshin as Lisa, and she was always weirded out by like the grunting noises she'd make when she's climbing. Like it's like, Lisa, what? Stop making that noise. Why is it so sensual? Please stop. This is so weird. This is so awkward. And
yeah, it's so weird. Why did they do that?
Yeah, it's really strange.
And that happens to any female voice actor, I believe, and even the men who voice the handsome voice actors. I think I talked to you about was it Honkai Star Rail, where I can't get enough of this handsome character that a couple of female voice actresses can't get over with. I think I told you about it. What's that character's name? I forgot. Man, I just forgot what that was.
Wait, sorry, say it again.
Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, Star. Yeah.
I mean, what's that character's name?
Are you talking
Forgot.
about for which character?
I think it was a blonde hair man.
Oh, Sophie might be right actually.
Maybe.
I do remember the clip you're talking about though.
I think it's Aventurine.
Adventure. Oh, Adventurine. Right. Yeah, Adventurine.
Yeah. I mean, there's this one female voice actress who's just obsessed with that character art. I mean,
Just laying on his.
I think I showed you.
On his back with.
I think I showed you a clip of him on the bed looking shirtless,
Uh-huh.
and then she went, "Huh?"
Yeah, she was thirsting a little bit.
Which is really strange. And then she can't stop thinking about it, and then she was drinking water, and then I think
She choked on
the
it,
water
right?
went through a wrong pipe.
Yeah,
She was
she choked
coughing
on-
violently. And then she eventually says, "Oh, don't worry about it, guys. This is for research purposes." And I thought,
Sa-
what kind of research purposes?
saving the image on her desktop or something.
And not only her, but then she brought in another female voice actress. Why did I say female voice actress? It's voice actress. So the other one, she's obsessed with Aventurine as well, and things get really wild. and and not only that, the Aventurine voice actor was invited into, I think, a stream.
Yeah.
So there were the three of them, and they can't stop talking about that character art of Aventurine being shirtless in the bed. And it's so crazy that I think the voice actresses were being wild fangirls on hearing what Aventurine says, and then they were laughing like little kids.
Right. I mean,
It's really crazy.
it's with based on well, I mean, a lot of fan art's really good, right? So like, it's very understandable that would happen. Not saying, by the way, for the record, not judging. I don't think I think for what it worth. I think
I think it's fascinating. Not to be, no, I think it's just fascinating.
yeah.
On why some people are attracted to this kind of stuff.
Right. Well, I mean, that's how they get you, right? Like the design makes it look all worth it. So, because that's how a lot of people got into it. I know that well, I can't name any specifics, but I know that like people have mentioned in the past that like, they got into it because of a character. So, very understandable, honestly. Yeah. Let's see.
Is it because of appearances?
Yeah, like I mean that's like it's either the aesthetic of the game as a whole, or like maybe the story that's involved, or a lot of the times it's sometimes just a character that brings you into it, and then you get absorbed into the world, right? Like that's just the case.
That's what happened with the. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, that's the case with Genshin Impact and then Honkai Star Rail and even the Japanese role-playing games. And not only that, but also the anime and manga that's been distributed internationally.
Yeah, that's just the thing that's gonna happen.
That's what's always gonna happen. And there's just so much to look at. Sorry for a sec.
No, you're good. You're good. I think that and that even goes for the case outside of like the more like anime looking games and stuff, right? Like that goes into, well, I guess maybe not as much the case. I don't know if it's distinctive to that style, that like aesthetic. Because I don't. I guess you could still very much like a character. Um,
Hmm.
just in general, maybe not so much for their like. No one's going to Mario and going like, oh Mario, like that's so weird. That's such a weird thing to imagine. Like, I mean, some people out there, in fairness, and again, not judging, you may be into Mario. It's just also like a very universal video game character that is like,
Uh-huh.
uh, um, but no, like it's always like sometimes it's the design aesthetic that they choose. So, uh,
Hmm.
yeah, like it's understandable. Same way people get into Pokemon, like people like a certain
Yeah.
Pokemon look, and so that's how they get into it. Um,
And even Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Yeah, no, exactly Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, like they see a certain design of an archetype or like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and they want to get into it and figure out how it works. Like for example,
Oh
they
man,
have. Go ahead.
I was gonna interrupt saying, remember a Yu-Gi-Oh duel that we had in your old house in Japan?
Yeah.
I think that was outside the base.
Mhm.
And then I remember you summoned Relinquished.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have a DD Warrior Lady on my side. But then you decided to use Relinquish to absorb that DD Warrior lady, and I just cried out, "No! You're
Just,
still on my side!"
you were supposed to be in my side forever. No.
Yeah.
And now they are with me, and I will attack you. Um,
Yeah. I have nothing after that happened.
it
So,
Yu-Gi-Oh got pretty crazy. Like we've had a few Yu-Gi-Oh memories. Like obviously the one I remember a lot is Reveal, where we were on Dueling Network, like the online website, and then like I told you if you have like a thing that you can activate in hand, you just have to click Reveal. Okay, Reveal.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Alright. So that's how. Okay. Reveal. Like no. That's not. That's not. Like you have to.
Eventually, it became a trolling device.
Yeah. We just just constantly reveal. Um,
Yeah.
but no, like exactly what you're talking about is like some people get into Yu-Gi-Oh for the card choices and stuff. As a notable example to that, um, there's a whole archetype made out of dragon maids, similar to like the actual like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid uh, anime. So they
I think it's still a wonderful show.
yeah, it's. I don't think they've made another season out of it because they made two. It's the first
Mhm.
one, and then the second one was the one with. I think it was called Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I think that was released 3 years ago.
Hmm.
Because you showed me the intro and I thought, wow, that sounds catchy.
Yeah, it is really. It really is.
And
And
even this shows you that the production company is really invested in the art.
yeah,
They did a really good job.
well, that's just KyoAni, right? Kyoto Animation always does a really good job with their work. Like for example, like Haruhi, um,
Mhm.
Hibiki San Euphonium, K-On! There's like a whole bunch of those shows that are really well animated,
Mhm.
so it's very understandable. I think they also did Violet Evergarden too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really pretty. Um,
nice.
But yeah, no, it's a different like it's different for everyone, right? Like how you get into like anime, sometimes like anything in general, sometimes you like a character, how they're written, how they look. That's just gonna be a thing that'll come up, and like you'll get attracted to that. So again,
Yeah.
no judgment. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah. And I think we have some personal favorites.
Mhm.
I- yeah.
Um,
Like I remember that we would show each other, like we would borrow character art for what we want to display our characters to be in our projects. If that's what I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we we would choose. So we, for context for chat, we have like a bunch of different stories that we have in our heads going on that we either have written material for, or like are still thinking about. But every now and then, what would happen is we would like come up with different characters that we'd have design ideas for or references for, I guess, similar to what we would want. And we'd often share like what's it called, certain characters that we like from other shows or whatever. So sorry, I'm just adjusting some.
Right.
But yeah, no, like Nate was saying, yeah, we would often share characters that we saw that we liked the design to, and would attribute them as references to a character that we wanted to write down. And so that would often happen. Like even now, sometimes we'll just like share stuff from like character designs we liked or whatever.
Like I have a favorite that I cannot stop thinking about. Yeah, and I think you know.
Well, I mean, there are a few, but I do know one of them. Are you talking about Akame?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one I was thinking of was from what's the show? What's it called?
And there are many, but
Trinity 7.
oh,
Yeah, Trinity 7.
really that character?
Yeah, you thought about that character once, I think. I don't remember what you were referencing.
Oh, that was old.
Yeah.
And I know what you're talking about. But then recently, I thought about a few other shows that are popular today. I think I showed you one of them. I think it was from that like what is it, that slime reincarnation anime?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Tenshura.
Mm-hmm.
The time I was reincarnated as slime. It was the mage character, right? Well, she's a
actually,
knight, isn't she? Or like a sword fighter.
yeah. I mean, she's one of the 5 kids, I believe.
Yeah.
And then she turns out to be a powerful warrior. That's what I remember.
Yeah, no, like another. Oh, let's see. Trying to figure out what I'm sure it'll come to me when I think about it. But
There's also the one with the idol. I remember.
yeah, Oshinoko.
Yeah. I think someone said that she looks like the most perfect girl. But I think that's his opinion. I believe. I mean, you cannot deny that this character from the very first episode, which is about an hour and a half special, I believe, considers to be the most beautiful character, one of the most beautiful characters.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's crazy when you see her for the first time and how cute she is. And yeah, other things too. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I'd say looking at the character art and even the aesthetics of the world in those works can be very fascinating, and that's what leads us to be invested in these things.
That's part of it, definitely part of it for sure. Because I think like if you were to stay invested for character designs, then I'm sure that like, and you're gonna, we're probably, I promise I'm not gonna go into a tangent when I say this. I know some of you know about my vitriolic emotions towards this because I've talked about it explicitly with some of you in a voice call. If character aesthetics were all that were needed to bring you into a show and keep you around, then I would not feel the same way that I do about Ruby right now. Because I like the character designs enough to be like, huh, that's cool. But at the same time, you know, the writing in the story for me is not for me. It's definitely 100% not for me. And
Yep.
I'm not gonna get into it, even though I really, really don't care for the show. I don't care for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you told me about this before, and so like we even criticized that one scene that you've shown me, and then we just constantly we agreed just get on with it. So we already know from the beginning, and it's even strange too that this is demanded by fans, that they speculated something that's happening and then the writers didn't think about it.
Are we talking about Oshinoko? Sorry, I just randomly tuned in. Oh, we were talking about a character design choice that it went for. But no, not explicitly. I don't think either of us have watched the show. At least I haven't.
Well, I watch clips of it,
Oh, okay.
and you just cannot deny the character designs. It's like, what the heck?
I mean, yeah, plenty of them are really cute. I just we went into a whole tangent of character designs, and I was just like, I haven't seen. Oh, okay. No, we were talking about like stuff that appeals for like different like games or like movies or TV show, like anime and stuff. And one of them being character designs, and like how a character design or a specific character, the way they act or behave or like are written, will bring you into the show. And I said like it's definitely one of the things, but it's not the biggest thing. Yeah, because there are a lot of things that will take you away from the show as well.
Like there are a bunch of elements that are going on in the world that you're about to encounter.
Yeah.
And so I'd say there's a lot of things going on, and they're all interwoven. It's like, think about a tapestry, I would say. Like all of these things being interwoven into creating a tapestry. And so you can see a lot of the threads working together. And so it's not just the characters themselves, but then how do they behave? Who are they? Who are they? And what's the world that we're looking at? And it makes us want to learn more after we're feeling hooked about certain things in the beginning. And so I guess, yeah, it's just yearning for more after we're hooked for the part. I'd say when we're attracted to some things in the beginning. So
Because then the rest of it that carries us is like the rest of the show or the thing or whatever.
Yep. I would agree with this comment here. A lot of the time when I watch anime, it's because I've heard of a character from it, and I agree. There is a popular character out there, and I thought, I wonder who this character is. That's what I sometimes thought. Who is this character, really? And then you see how the character plays out, in this particular series
Mhm.
and such.
I yeah, like a lot of it boils down to like your interest in a character. I don't blame you for doing that too. Like I definitely how I've gotten into some shows for sure. Like that's an example. Um, I I think a large reason why a good example of a show like that is Roka no Yusha or Roka Braves of the Six Flowers, because I like a lot of the character designs, especially like of Hans Humpty, who was this like cat assassin.
Hmm.
And like I don't know, Nate, who was your favorite character from Roka? Because I know you.
Oh man, I didn't have a favorite.
Oh,
I didn't think about it.
uh, because a lot of the characters are.
I'd sometimes root for the main character though.
Adlet.
Yeah, that's what I'd go for. Yeah, Adlet.
I
Because they're
Yeah.
supposed to give you a first impression that this is gonna be their story throughout. And yeah, that's what I usually thought when I start something, when I start a series.
He is in.
Is
Go ahead.
oh no, never mind. You can go ahead.
Like he's. I was gonna say, like, to allude to what you talk about. He is a very interesting person to use as sort of like our conduit for the story, right? Because he was a.
Yeah.
While he's very overconfident, like he grew up not being very strong and like also very logical too. Even though if he was overconfident, so
Yeah.
he was like the most normal person too. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the most normal person, but then he's someone who wants to prove himself that he can become a brave.
Yeah.
Like he wants to do something out of his poor backstory. So
Um, Xavier says, although sometimes when I watch the anime that they're from, sometimes I'll dislike them very much. Yeah, that can happen too. Like, you see a character design that you like, and then you end up hating them. Like,
yeah.
trying to think of an example. A character like that for me.
Did you have one from Dragon Ball Z, or
Oh.
what was his name?
Are you thinking of Jiren?
Yeah.
Well, I thought, okay, no, you know what? That is a pretty decent example. Because I thought Jiren was gonna be, because he was this stoic looking like gray alien dude who was very big and bulky, and I thought that like maybe he, because of his imposing nature, he might be a really cool villain.
Mhm.
He's the most frustrating character I've ever seen in Dragon Ball. He all he does is all his like his whole thing is about in the Tournament of Power arc is he is strong, and he is strong only for himself. He is like the you don't need anyone else, only me. Only I need to be strong to defeat anyone. Might makes right, and it's like, dude, get over yourself. He's frustrating too because of the way he takes out people so boring. Like he defeated someone who caught him in a time prison by just looking at them really hard. He just looked and he broke out of the time prison, and it was so frustrating. Like, why, dude? You are an impossible character to appreciate.
I mean, basically, he already says what he does.
Yeah, but it's like it's just written for the sake of the plot. He's not even interesting. He's boring and stupid, and I don't like his character.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't like Jiren too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
But then,
that's an example.
yeah, but then you were saying that there may be character. Well, there may be. I was gonna say there are characters who seem attractive, but then you learn that they may be unlikable.
Hmm.
I know there are some examples.
You want to share? Do you want to share any of them?
I was thinking the Rising of Shield Hero.
Oh.
There is one character. There is this one female character who deceived the Shield Hero. Like she framed him, and I thought, man, don't I hate her so much? So, and I thought the Shield Hero has to be. He needs to be treated fairly. So,
Sophie.
yep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's one of the characters that I don't like. After what she did to him. And then she's just constantly unlikable throughout the series. She just constantly lies. She just constantly frames him. And then the shield hero just gets frustrated over time. No! You're lying, so like I just wish her to be she'd be dead. But at least I think at the first season she got what she deserved.
Hmm.
As well as her father too, the king. He's also an unlikable character.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly moody. But yeah, there are those examples.
Yeah.
And I think what's also interesting too is that you have these characters who have qualities that are like positive qualities and negative qualities. But then it just rather depends on where their aims lie within the spectrum. So, I mean, there are a bunch of characters who would lean towards a positive, even though they're justified by doing bad things. But then you have others who would do good things, but then they pretend to be good. So, what's interesting though is what do you call it? I was kind of thinking of characters being black and white, but then you have others who are
two-faced.
Yeah, two-faced, or I should say morally gray.
Mm.
And the morally gray characters to me would be the most interesting, to say the least.
Well, those are like anti-heroes sometimes too, right?
Yeah, anti-heroes. Those can be very interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Oh, I mean, I haven't either.
But then you get to understand what every character, I mean the principal, every main character has to do to like overpower one another and then to like take the Iron Throne. I mean, it's a lot of that. But I haven't really watched the whole series, but you get to see both sides of those characters like going within. They think they're doing something that's good, but then turn out to be bad. But then they do something bad, which turns out to be good. So, um, and so you have all these like complex characters that are going about to do their best to get what they want, and you may not know how they end up at the end of their stories. And sometimes these guys or these characters, sorry, these characters would like will have to like face their fate and even try to achieve their destiny, but you'll get to see why at the end, like how they end up to be, and it has to make sense on what they've done throughout their stories. throughout their stories, like based on the actions they did. And so sometimes we root for them, sometimes we don't. And so there's like a lot of examination and even rooting for these characters to get what they want and so forth. So
It, it's very rare that like oftentimes every character on screen is just someone that you. It's very rare for that to happen because like there's obviously going to be some moments, even in like as an example, my favorite show of all time, my favorite anime of all time, because I shouldn't say show. Show would probably be something else. But my favorite anime of all time being March Comes In Like a Lion has a lot of very likable characters that like they do a good amount of writing for to make you like them. Not like force you to like them, but like make you understand and then like know where they're coming from.
mm-hmm.
With a few exceptions here and there where there are some kind of deplorable characters where like you just absolutely don't want to root. And it's very rare that you'll have situations where all the characters are like some of them like there's always going to be some that are just people that you shouldn't like, and that's okay, right? Because that's the nature of some shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I think I think it's okay to like find the interesting characters being like very, like you said, morally gray, but in another sense also like human in that aspect. They're not just like one extreme or another.
Yep. We relate to their their humanity, I'd say. Which runs deep.
Yeah.
If you're a story goer, if you continue to read novels or visual novels or comics, and even plays too, like the Shakespeare plays. Shakespeare plays have memorable human characters. And even the movies and television shows as well. Television shows deal with those character complexities better, I think, than movies. Because I was interested in, like, not just the anime shows, but also the popular live action television shows. Um, like two of my favorites are Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I like those two. And even you get to stick with gangsters in The Sopranos, I think. Those are among the most interesting. But then there are more that I felt really interested to. It depends on where I can find the time to watch them. But I think, yeah. Well, Game of Thrones is up there among the popular ones, but it's usually the crime shows, and even The Godfather on the movie side.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crime shows and movies, they get the most better impressions. I would say the better impressions, or the most empathetic connections with these complex characters. So,
yeah, because they're constantly
like in The Godfather. Was that?
They're constantly towing the line between what's good or like morally good and what's wrong. Because they're performing criminal acts. So it's like, where's the line?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And actually, there is no line.
Yeah.
So they just switch back and forth, thinking everything on both sides is okay. So, as I said before, they do all these things that make them feel good, but then eventually they have to face like the consequences and trying to escape the consequences. So that's what I felt invested in my story going experience. Is what the characters are doing, I agree, but then there are other things that I don't agree. Um, and especially I've experienced that when I played The Last of Us, the first one, back in 2013. There are certain things that I don't agree with Joel, the main character. But then I totally agree that he wants closure after losing his daughter in the beginning. So it's a spoiler alert. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm. It. I mean, it's out there now, so it's okay. The game
Yeah,
is also
I'm sorry.
relatively old. Just, I think,
Yeah,
just be aware next time. Like a potential
I'm
spoiler.
sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and even The Last of Us 2, where it's even more complex. Like, oh man, I don't know which character to root for. I may be rooting for one character, but then I don't agree with this one character killing a lot of people. But I agree that she's doing it for justice.
Right.
And the other character has to like redeem herself on what she has done. And that act, that evil act, will not get back what she wanted. So get back the person she loved. And so, and I think, oh man, that is so heavy, emotionally heavy. And so yeah, I just like this. I like these complex works. Ever since I started playing The Last of Us, and then I got more into the television shows, as I just mentioned, and other things. So I think I root for stories that have complex characters in them, that have characters that are human, and so yeah, it's like that's what I'm going for, and that's what inspired me to do to create my own stories as well, that are just original and fresh, and so it'll be really nice to see what I come up with, and even not. I still have my inspirations, but then there are other things that I can do. Like as I said, just want to make my stories feel original and fresh, and there's more to than just referring back to your inspirations, and then instead I can just do a lot of research, and there's no time constraints, because if you work in the business side, you're under constraints, and your work may not be the best work yet,
But you have to
or
do
may
it.
turn out to be, yeah, or it may not turn out the way you want it to be, and then people that you, I'd say, nah, in the business, it's hard to say. Like you write something, if I remember what's going on, like in the industry, like writers would write their own, like I'd say film industry or TV industry, where writers would write their own screenplays and then option them to like producers or investors and whatnot. But then you need like staff to interpret what you've written, and then they do the work for you. But then sometimes there will be others who do the work, but then they don't follow your vision, and so sometimes you have to. And then I heard from experiences from others, like you have to like scrap the work because the people that you're working with are not following your vision, and then you have to give your work to someone else who can do the job right. So, and then you're under all this time constraint, and not just time constraint, but also not lose the money. And does your story have value in it? Does it have promise to like get enough profit? Because that's how it works. And even making sure that everyone's in the game, and then making sure everything's done on schedule and no risks or anything. And so it's hard to say when thinking about the business side of things. And I think I'm comfortable working things without it, without the business side, and instead work on my own uh, with all the time I need. And I think the same goes for you as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, independent work has come a long way, whether it be in the industry, just as like for industry, independent work is you see commonly it'll come out and be like surprised at how well it does. Indie gaming
Uh-huh.
is like a huge like example of, especially
Yeah.
with how many there are and how many good options there are too. Um, Outside of like the major like developers like Sony, Microsoft, or like like the big like the triple like
Yeah, the
Activision or
triple A
yeah
studios.
like Ubisoft and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah, I agree with that too. In fact,
Oh,
we.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I removed my
In
headphones.
fact, when we were in Washington State. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
When we were at Washington State last January, we attended that pop culture museum, and then we visited that indie gaming exhibit, and you see how those small games could be wonderful. Besides those like triple A games,
Yeah. What,
those popular games.
one of my favorites being the little the little like the find a person one like made out of like
Yeah,
it's just like black and white and they make their own sound effects. It's really cool. It's like
yeah, and that seems to be the most affordable.
mhm.
Just make your own thing without relying too much on expensive stuff. Like, not rely on sound effects people.
It just takes a lot of time to because you have to animate every
Yeah,
single.
yeah, everything. I mean, we've seen everything, like the building structures and how they animate the people,
Even the
like
clouds
all
too.
of that.
Like you'd have
Yeah,
to.
even the clouds too. Yeah,
to
and even the user interface, like you get to click on the people that you find and even move the clouds or even move the objects
yeah,
on windows, move the curtains, or move something on the construction.
it's really
All
creative.
all of that, which is nice. Yeah,
Um, and even if you're like not a like a necessarily an indie developer, but more so like, well, okay, moving aside from video games, let's take a look at as an example. I don't actually know if this is also related to our trip to Washington State. Um, was Leica originally an indie studio too, like an independent animation studio?
I think so.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I think so.
and it made really awesome films. It's made like a bunch of really cool, like Paranorman, Coraline, Kubo, just like a bunch that you could think of, like the Box Trolls,
Yeah,
Missing Link.
yeah. Missing Link. Yeah, they just followed those films in chronological order, and you get to see the wonderful miniature sets.
Yeah, at the Pop Culture Museum.
Yep. Yeah, Leica, and then there's like the sci-fi one, and then the fantasy one.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a fantasy one, even the horror one. The horror one we kind of talked about where we remember the double-sided door where we entered is gonna be a PG-13 rated exhibit, and so it's yeah, and so we entered, and then we remember we saw a bunch of people's faces on pictures in like they're horrified or they're terrified.
yeah.
Like you see their faces as we go down the stairs, and you thought, what?
There's also a spiral staircase too, which is like
It is a spiral staircase, and it's all red.
kind
There's all these red colors.
of well, not stereotypical, but like spiral staircases like you see every now and then, like
Yeah,
as you go down.
yeah. And eventually we hit the lower floor, and then the first thing you see is all those sacked bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's, I mean, there are sections where you can see uh, all the pop culture stuff, and
Mhm.
that happens with all the exhibits too. Um, especially, yeah, yeah. I almost forgot the Nirvana one. The Nirvana one looks nice,
Yeah,
and even the music pop stars.
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh yeah, Jimi Hendrix. I forgot about Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, so I think that's nice. And even the museum lab.
Mm-hmm.
I think the sound lab. I
Yeah,
think
the Sound Lab was
where you
cool.
try to. Yeah, I think it was nice too because you tried out a session.
Yeah,
There are other people who would go into recording rooms, and I think it's all free.
yeah,
Like after you make a reservation, then you can go in and try out all those things.
it's
And
really
so
cool to find
that
out.
is, oh yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, it's really nice. So
There was a lot of cool stuff to find out that like even like stuff that like you didn't previously know about. Um, it was very fascinating. So, but
oh yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead.
no, no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah, we learned things that we haven't learned about, and I forgot what they are. Well, especially in the indie game exhibit,
Right.
where they have all the creative freedom and not worry about the major developers. And then it's all of their individual planning, like making sure that they have like a a reasonable budget to proceed with all the development with their indie games. And they and I think in those panels where they put all the text on those panels is how they've done it. And it's like you just imagine all the hard work they've done throughout the process. And I think it's maybe even less stressful than working with like the major developers. And so, and you
It's
get to see the distinct styles of those indie games.
yeah. What was that one game that we saw that was very crude? It was
Oh, that one. Oh man, it's very crude. It's I forgot what it's called. But then they would randomize the buttons,
yeah. They
and
would
then
do
you would
different
see
functions.
yeah different functions. Um, it's like you're trying to do something, but then this button that you press is like it's like the character farting,
Yeah. Or
and then you're
using
trying to
using the toilet just out of nowhere.
yeah just,
It just be actual straight up peeing, and it'd just be like,
yeah,
"Why are you peeing here?" Uh, or like you confess to someone.
and then and I think you took out your pants instead. It's like
Like, it's a really really weird game.
it's a really weird game, but I gotta tell you, the comic timing on when you're pressing the buttons, I think that it's got really good comic timing.
Yeah,
You
just
go,
like
okay, I'm gonna do this, but then no, you do this instead. It's like no,
the
no.
buttons would switch on you, so it'd just be like, "Oh, oh, it's not the same one." Okay,
Yeah,
it's really
I remember that.
curious to. I don't even. Do you remember the name of that game?
Man, I forgot what that's called. I don't know. If you go to the was it the Mopop Museum of Pop Culture? Maybe they have a list of the indie games, but I don't know if they do. Man, it's been 6 months. 6 months have passed since we were in Washington State, and man, I forgot what the game is called.
I'm looking
But
for.
that was really fun.
Oh, so the one that I was talking about was Hidden Folks, which is really cool. I like that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hidden
yeah.
Folks. Oh, te- oh, I know. Okay, they still have it on their Mopop exhibit on the website. It's. I don't know if I want to say it because I wouldn't. I don't. Hold on. Okay, I'll send it to you on Discord, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
Just
gonna
send it.
say it out loud.
I know it's not appropriate.
Yeah.
It's an 18 plus uh game. Yeah, I remember.
So it's so wild.
Yeah, yeah. It's
They
a crazy game.
the one of the one of the articles from another website goes, this game is about competitive awkwardness.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that.
This game was so weird. It was
uh,
so interesting,
yeah.
but it's so weird. And I mean,
Uh-huh.
that's the power of what's it called? A of independent games for you. Is like sometimes you just have the
Yeah.
ability to do that.
Yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but as long as you uh let the gamers know what you're doing and make them understand,
Yeah.
then they'll get it
Uh,
eventually.
actually, actually have to use the restroom really quick. Do you mind, Nate, if I
Yeah.
go back to?
Yeah. Yeah, sure thing. Well, I hope everyone is having a good time so far. And yeah, sometimes I don't talk to people much. It's just that whenever um I talk to anyone, like they would approach me sometimes and then asking help from me and whatnot. That usually happens at work. And so I'd say I'm sorry for may not be able to talk so much. And but I'd say it's yeah, talking to people is hard. It's like I don't know how to approach these people. Like I'm an introvert. I don't have anything to talk about, and all I just have to do is wait until they approach me, and then if they got something to talk about, then I can talk to them, and we can just chat for I don't know, maybe half an hour or maybe an hour or two. But that doesn't happen often to me, and so it. Yeah, I agree, Xavier, that talking to people is hard, and so and I'd say it's nice to talk to Dusty here, and also talk to the chat sometimes, which is really nice. And even other people as well, like outside of what we're doing. Like, by the way, sorry, uh,
You're good. Yeah.
I, yeah, I was talking to a chat for a while you were on bathroom break, but anyway,
By the way,
uh,
just in case you're curious, right X draw is Xavier. So whenever I say Xavier, that's who I'm.
right, right, because I heard it. Yeah, I've heard it. So thanks for the reminder. One time, I literally made friends with someone by just giving them a note because I felt too awkward.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, that can be too awkward. But it's that nervousness, it's that anxiety, this social anxiety. Like how can we approach these people? And it can be so hard that oh man, I might not be a good. I might have not. I might not have a first good impression if I interact with this person, and so I know some people have some recommendations like, hey, like sometimes they'd ask me, hey Nate, do you have a girlfriend? And I said, no. And he asked me, do you ever think about finding one soon? And I said, no. I'm interested. I'm doing things for myself first, and I don't know if I could find a girlfriend yet. So and so I don't know. These small talks, they're fine, but yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
It's just like what like yeah, I'd say interaction is hard, and even how to approach them for the first time can be hard as well. And so
I,
yeah,
I think that's well, okay. I think that's more so. That's a lot of the case for like very introverted people who are just like, you know, because at that point, because I'm saying this as a very introverted person, by the way. I'm not.
yeah,
I am not an extrovert by any means. I'm not even an ambivert because I run out of my social battery very quickly. So
yeah,
um,
just
but
like me.
it just like I think because like small talk is doable, but it's also like I feel like you'd prefer being able to talk about something that you'd be able to have some input with, like some like a genuine conversation rather than just going like, so how are you doing? Social anxiety, ambivert, basically. Hmm.
Mhm.
I
So
no, you're good. Yeah, sorry. I'm just processing right now. I I think that's speaking personally. I think that's very fair, and that's like understandable
yeah,
to like find talking to people hard. I think getting to know them once you've already started talking to them is maybe a bit easier.
yeah. It's like there is a there's a connection going on. There's a bond going on, and so you wanted to develop that connection over time and see how long. Well, I would say see how long it lasts and see how well it's going. I mean, and we don't know how the relationship would progress,
Yeah.
and so I mean, we don't know personal. Well, we don't know for ourselves on how things would happen, and yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, first
Uh,
talked to Dusty on stream. I was excited, but my anxiety went. We yeah,
Xavier's been on a stream a couple times for, especially for Animal Crossing. So
yeah,
yeah, it's been fun actually though. I do like for what it's worth. I do enjoy being able to chat with you, Xavier, as well as with anyone on stream whenever like we're all doing something. I don't do it too often nowadays because like most of the time I don't have like quote unquote collab streams anymore. The only times I do it are when there's like with Nate, obviously,
hmm
um,
and we try to do collab streams, but then we had technical difficulties.
for games. Yeah,
Yeah, for games.
that I don't think that VOD ever got published or anything, or maybe it did. I think it did, but like obviously because of the 2 weeks, like the
Yeah.
Twitch allows only for 2 weeks for the VOD to stay up.
hmm
Um, I mean, so I think some of you caught it. It was the Cuphead stream, like the
Oh
Cuphead
yeah.
co-op, but
hmm
we weren't able to get it to work, unfortunately. And I think part of that is uh, so, and this is sort of related to a thing that I think we'll talk about in maybe I don't know if you want to talk about it, like whether or not. Oh, well, I'll message you on Discord, like
hmm
if you want to talk about that.
Oh, right, right.
I'll lead into it first, and then we can decide
Yeah,
whether or not.
yeah, you can. We can talk about that.
Yeah. So a lot of the issue for the Cuphead streams came down to like the internet connection. Like mine is wired, so it's not too bad. Though my computer's not the greatest. I think another issue was like Nate's connection.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we've been checking the past few days for his connection on how it looks, it's usable for things like Discord calls and stuff. But whenever it's like sharing screens or like trying to play games with each other, it's difficult because it like there's either significant lag or something goes wrong with like his controller or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a difficult balancing act with that, but maybe it's more manageable if. Do you want to talk about it, Nate? Or
Yeah, I can talk about it.
okay,
Since I don't know, since I got involved with the Best Bud streams to know how Twitch works and how streaming works. I even told him one time that I would be interested in streaming, and it'll it'll depend on how I can set things up, and so like it will be convenient for me if I have a streaming laptop, a gaming laptop, and I think recently we try to find some options, but those high tech laptops can be really expensive. And then he would ask me, okay, uh, what budget do you prefer? And I said maybe $500 or less. And so we looked them up, and then there are some acceptable laptops, but it's hard to say how those laptops would work. And then and then we even discussed other options. Like, would it be fine if we have if I have a desktop and a monitor? That I cannot say for sure. That just rather depends on how I can organize stuff, and so to speak. And even the games that I would be interested in playing, like I thought of some games that I would like to play, like Cuphead. Like Cuphead would be one of the games that I would be willing to play, and even revisit the Last of Us games. That would be fine as well. But then there will be other games that I would try to play. Like I'd say I was invested in Portal somewhat, Portal 1 and 2, because I thought Portal would be sorry, Portal would be an inspiration for one of the stories that I'm creating. And I'm thinking of other games in the long run, but I'm not sure. I'm not, and I don't intend on streaming on a regular basis because of all the things that I'm doing in life. Like work, I'm still maintaining a work-life balance. Like I got a job to do still. Like got a day job, and then earning money, and then taking care of my parents, as well as other things like doing chores, as well as spending time doing things of fun for myself. So it's like a lot of things to manage. But if I have time for streaming, then I would find a good time to do it. But it's just a matter of setting things up for streaming and find the right equipment and making sure that uh, I don't know, the connection is fine. There, the modem has like a slow internet connection, but then I have a Wi-Fi booster adapter that will like widen the Wi-Fi connection throughout the house, like around the area of the house. And so it's hard for me to say whether I have to boost that internet connection or find a new modem and whatnot. It's just hard for me to say. But it's just like a matter of uh, getting things prepared
yeah,
if I want to go into streaming. And so it's some things will plan out uh,
like the
for some
most
time.
the most important thing is figuring out how well your connection does, like streaming on Twitch or whatever.
Yeah.
And if it works out, then we can figure out some things that we can do. Um, I think also just as a suggestion as well, you could also if you want do like writing streams potentially as well. Like if you
Oh,
could like chatting with people on stream while also writing or like thinking of ideas to write down or whatever.
oh yeah, that would be interesting.
And
Yeah, I think that would be nice too, so that way people would understand where I'm going with my stories and whatnot. Yeah, good idea.
it was
Yeah, so that way I don't take up a lot of interf- what is it, interference or a lot
uh
of memory.
yeah, a lot of like the connection potentially.
Right,
Or memory
right.
too, yeah, like your CPU processing power. So
Yeah,
it's just dedicated to like you writing and stuff. And that would be really good.
yeah. And not just writing, but also I got Procreate, which I haven't used for a while.
Oh, I mean draw stuff too.
Yeah, I know that I've done a few, but I felt I want to do more of it, and it's just a matter of when. And Procreate is on my iPad Pro, so
You would have to be able to connect it to your computer then and find a
yeah.
way to stream it as well. Which I actually don't know. We could, you know what? You might be able to talk to. I might be able to ask Sprinkle or I don't know. Wait, Sophie. If you're still here, sorry. Well, Sophie might be able to help as well. I'm not super sure. Someone who draws on their tablet will be able to help with like figuring out how that would work on stream. Um, we'll see though. I think.
Yeah, we'll see.
Down the line.
If they have the time to help out, then it should be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Never-
you know.
Yeah, so that way I don't have to worry about games often, and I don't know. I know I was like I love to play games, but I'm not a big gamer in the past. I'm just more invested in story-based games whenever I feel interested. So I don't mind revisiting the games that I love playing and even trying out the new ones. But I felt that I don't play games much. And so it'll be nice for me, yeah, to do those writing sessions and even drawing and chatting if need be. Though it'll be hard for me to keep up on talking a lot. So I don't know. It is those are the things that I can consider about, and so it'll be nice. Oh, they'll even editing.
Yeah, there you go. Uh,
Like I've seen your editing streams.
yeah, it definitely be an out a thing that you could do. Um, yeah, no, I think it would be really cool to stream as well, like editing, any like creative process really.
Yeah, so it's not limited to games. So yeah, yeah, good ideas.
I
Yeah,
hope
that's
that
something.
I hope that by the time we get around to it, potentially you be able to explore some of those options. And, you know, not you don't have to like have a schedule going, but like just find yourself being able to do those things.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. So yeah, I can look into it, and then I can ask you for help or anyone for help.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you may, yeah, like anyone who could help out and such. And so, yeah, that'll be great.
So be on the lookout in the future if Nate decides to stream. Consider consider giving him a follow. Actually, hold on. Let me go ahead and do that right now. There you go.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's also the command as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. The like if I just type in
Yeah.
There you go.
There's also those websites, but for now I'm active in Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. That's gonna be TBD, to be determined.
Yeah.
And so if you want, you can follow me on those 4 websites. So yeah, it'll, it'll be nice to see what my future plans are gonna be. And yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would be excited for those two. Just like chilling out, relaxing,
Yeah.
hanging out and stuff. That'd be really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be nice too to have guests along. Since we're dealing with unfinished drafts podcast. Like it will be fun to invite the old guests. I think I've said this before.
Mhm.
It'll be nice to invite the old guests that we have in the Best Bud streams. Like we have J Bar and then Diggy, I believe.
Yeah, Diggy.
Yeah, Diggy.
Uh, yeah, and Suki was one for the mod stream. It was like it was 3. And then we had
the Abridger folks.
yeah, the Abridger folks like Coffin and Tara and Ava.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely be something interesting to look out
Yep.
for.
Yep. And if we find anyone who we can invite, if they're interested in joining the podcast, just to hang out and chat, then they'll be fine by us.
Yeah.
So we thought of some, but it's just knowing if they're interested or not, and if they're interested, then we have to find a good time to let them in, or let them know when we're gonna start the podcast and whatnot. So yeah, it'll be nice to see how. Yeah, it's a lot to think about, but it's just a matter of which one to do first, to prioritize first.
Yeah. And
Again, I don't have a schedule for anything.
yeah.
And I cannot manage a lot of things at once.
Yeah. So
Manage all things
that's
at the
not
same
to
time.
intend on having a schedule for that.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Best not to intend on having a schedule like that. Like for
Yeah. And even your abridging project too. We've been talking about commentaries.
yeah, that too. We could like any of the ones that we have existing, not even just strictly to like Tanaka, but like the Death Note. We can talk about. Oh man, you know what would have been cool is if like not that like I would want to finish it, but like that the dialogue was laid out for it. Would be like talking about Roka.
Oh yeah.
Like if we just lay out all the dialogue and stuff and like just put down what would have been there before it ever finished, because there's a lot that went on in that.
Yeah.
We could probably talk about like the one scene that was uploaded and then talk about the script that we did before it went away. Because I think there's a lot of interesting stuff there. It's just a matter of like being younger and trying to write as not as experienced writers. I think it shows that like some things here and there weren't the greatest, but that's okay. Like
Yeah.
as long as we had fun with it.
Yeah. Or something came up in my mind.
What?
I don't know if it's possible, but would there be a one shot for it? A special for it?
For Roka?
Yeah.
It would
I
depend
don't know.
because Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, it would depend because uh, well, if it was just the same thing as what we did, we'd
Yeah.
probably have to find a different editor because I didn't like editing for it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think that was like the most frustrating part was like,
Yeah, it still burdens us. It's still a burden to us of how much we have to edit that, or you have to edit that.
yeah,
Because I wasn't editing at the time until I started editing for Tanaka, which is simple. Yeah, which is more simpler than Roka.
yeah.
So
Because Roka had a lot of moving parts and stuff, and I had to replace certain things, and it was like, it was kind of frustrating from time to time. But I think scripting for it and getting the lines for it was really fun.
uh-huh.
But just
It's a
putting it
slice,
together.
yeah, it's a slice of life comedy, but then there were some absurd moments. Not and not to forget there were some subtle humor.
You talk about Roka?
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I switch to Tanaka?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was like, what? That's slice of life comedy. That doesn't sound like Roka.
Yeah. I didn't know that we were still sticking with Roka, but yeah, Roka had some fun parts into it. But the editing part is what's frustrating. And even the writing too the writing was a disappointment too. Because we're just rehashing we're just rehashing the original series.
Like,
And it could have been different.
especially the first draft we did, which was like just completely the same. We just took the opening narration.
Yeah.
The second draft was okay, but it was still kind of like similar to what we were doing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I remember that.
someone told me that the script when I posted it felt like the Tanaka-kun version of Roka no Yusha, and I was like, oh, yeah, I guess so because it's just it was me and you writing it, and it was very similar to like the Tanaka humor that I was doing already. So
Yeah. But we tried to do something different out of it, but it's not possible.
it, it
There are
was
ideas like what you can just like parse out something in the middle of the first season and then start from there. And maybe not referring to the past events before we got up to this point. That's what I kind of thought. Is just exclude the very first episodes before we got into the mystery part of it. And so,
I.
but that will still be hard though.
Mhm.
I mean, there's not a lot of flexibility within it.
I think we were also just really ambitious too, trying to like condense the amount of episodes, and I was just like,
Yeah.
looking back at it, I was like, if we were younger and had more energy and focus, and didn't have too much time, like, or didn't had more time on our hands, maybe it would have been doable. But this was at a time
Yeah.
where like I got out of Roka was scripted and the dialogue was delivered at a time when I was finishing college, so
That's 2018, right?
yeah, I finished college around 2018, and that's where it was like difficult to do. Because then that was the same year I was in the process of finding a job, and then that all happened.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
we actually started scripting and got the dialogue for November 2017, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So we got a lot of that done. It was just a matter of like all the timing kind of fell through, and it ended up being very weird for us because you were in the middle of like close to finishing. You weren't finishing college just yet, but like you were in the process of doing. And I think by that point, when everything was settled, I was already done with college. So
Yeah.
it was just rough because a lot of it was just bad timing. So
And also, we don't know what we're doing.
yeah,
We're just experimenting to see if it works or not, and unfortunately, it didn't. So
we kind of.
that's what happened.
I think yeah, it like lost motivation on that one because that like once it started showing that like it wasn't looking good or not looking good, but like not panning out to be as we thought, then I
Yeah.
think it was just like okay, well let's scrap it because
Yeah.
it would have been fun to have something there. I feel I I don't think about it too often, but every time it comes up, I do feel bad that like some of the voice actors that were used in it never ended up being like shown or like seeing any part of it. Because I know,
Yeah, and that I feel bad about that too. I mean, Ava was at lit for sure,
yeah,
but then we got others who are talented. I think more talented than the Tanaka cast.
well, it's
In
funny
the
because
first
one of
episode.
Eva is Tanaka now, so
Yeah, which I think I'm glad
yeah,
that we still kept him. So, and even the old cast of Tanaka, I think they're still there,
yeah.
and then even new ones too. Which we're currently in episode 4. I know recently I made good progress and still still finishing things up. And but I would say though that episode 4 is like the cast is a drastic change. The the few cast members of the old of the 3 episodes were there, but then the new ones who have to replace, well, Ava has to replace someone for Tanaka, and then
I
and
had to
even
yeah
the
we had
other
to
ones.
replace Shiraishi and
Yeah.
and Kato.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chase.
Because Kato was originally, and this is gonna sound really weird, because this is true, but it also sounds like a brag, and I promise it's not a brag. It is just true. The original Kato was Salty DK to him, and he got super busy after because he blew up way after he was cast as Kato, and before I wanted to. So when I messaged him again, like, hey, do you want to reprise your role? Like he was understandably busy, so. I didn't want to push it because I was like, I would rather keep a consistent cast, but if we can't, then that's okay. We can always find like other people, especially if like they actually become official voice actors and can't be doing that stuff anymore. Then completely understandable.
Yeah, which can be sad, but I don't know what can we do about it.
It's
This
better.
is
It's
why,
good for them though. Really good for them.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Like I think I remember. I think one character in episode 4 is like Tara. She provided a list of who to reach out to for this particular character, and I remember one I reached out to was in a bridging, but then she became an official voice actor, so she cannot do
Oh,
that. And then there is one that I approached, and then she's willing to do it. She's very invested, and so, and then I had to work with her in recordings while you're busy with work back then, and it made me nervous to direct someone by myself for the first time, but then it went well. So as long as I don't make things too awkward,
yeah. I
which
think
I felt that I would make mistakes, but I did the best I can to. Oh, sorry, inform them. I forgot about that. Sorry.
mhm.
Yeah, inform them. Direct them on what to do with the lines and such, and provide a bit of context here and there, and so yeah, it wasn't a it wasn't a bad first try. So, and uh, at least they had a good time. So yeah, but
And
yeah, but and this is just that I know I've been bugging you about this, Dusty, on this. Is when would the episode will be released? And it just worries me sometimes that that I understand that some of the folks would move on, and then when we have to talk to them, it's like, oh man, we have to catch up on what we've been doing with this project and such. But it's just hard that all of these things happening,
yeah,
like we're busy with things, and then they're busy with things, and then the project has to be paused for I don't know how long, and so
it's just uncontrollable sometimes. So like it's just a matter of like what can you control then? Focusing on
yeah.
it's it's sort of why I
And
like it. Oh, go ahead.
part of it, part of it is like being ambitious and getting it done quickly, you know. And so
And I think that's understandable too. Like you want to be able to get something done to get it accomplished, and like
yeah,
yeah, like obviously abridging takes time because it's a whole video of stuff to put together. So it's gonna be difficult regardless. Like even putting together a 5 minute video with all of the editing and stuff, especially if it's visuals, can be a little tedious. But like
yeah,
not to mention the fact that we have to like it's sort of like a full-fledged production in ways where all we have is the footage, but we have to still do like a lot of video editing, a lot of audio editing too. Uh,
yeah,
we have to figure out the pacing and like how the writing fits here and there, like cutting the scenes, transitioning into different. It's it's not. It is still very much a like a fan project, not a fan project, but like a it's
mhm,
non-profit and it's just for like because we enjoy the passion of doing it, but it's still very serious. So like
yeah,
it's obvious to like you wanna be able to take the passion keep. So it's understandable. It's just a matter of like, and this is why I probably feel I don't think about it too often nowadays. Is like sometimes things are just out of our control. Even if we do things at like a good pace, it just sometimes things happen and like we can't get lines. And it's like as an example, one of our voice actors was not messaging us for a while, even though we needed takes, and that was just because he had a lot of stuff going on. It's not very
yeah,
easy to reach out.
yeah.
He when did he reached out to us only this year, right?
I
For the
think you
retakes.
did. I mean, we still got that group chat open.
Yeah.
February.
Yeah. So, and we'd been trying to message him 2 years back during like the towards the end of 2022, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But,
We don't know what's going on with him, but we're glad that he was able to reach out to us, get back to us, and we were
first
able
off,
to
also,
get those retakes. Was that?
well, first off, very glad he's okay. Rather than
Yes.
like if if he didn't if he couldn't deliver the retakes, that was fine. I was more so concerned that he was doing okay because it had been a year and a half since he messaged us, and I was super
Yeah.
worried if he was just like, you know, something went
Yeah.
was wrong.
Yeah. Because the third episode, it was released in June 2022, and that's when we started episode 4, when you came here in my place
Mhm.
in July, and then we began to talk about how episode 4 would look like, how would we work it out, and eventually doing some additions, and then reaching out to the cast, and yeah, reaching out to like the old cast members, and even doing auditions.
I, I'm really glad.
Late 2022 to early 2023, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that a lot of them who were like still part of the cast were still able to like voice their characters. Like I'm glad that like
Uh-huh.
because it was four characters in particular that we could get to do again. It was Ota, Echizen, Miyano, and Shimura.
Yeah, those are the four.
Yeah. So I'm glad that we were able to get some consistency out of it, at least. Because and I'm glad they were cool with it too. Because like I do like voicing. I do like working with them and directing them whenever possible.
Yeah, me too. So, and even with the new ones too, that was fun too.
This might show a little bit of bias. I'm gonna ask you personally, who of the people you've worked with for like Tanaka in general, who's your favorite to work with? You can say the character name. You don't have to say the person.
Oh man, it's hard to say. Maybe I like all of them. They're all nice.
If you don't have an answer, that's okay. I don't want to pressure you.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. So,
okay. For what it's worth, I don't have an answer either. I think they're all really cool in their own way.
Yeah, but except the character Yoshitaka in episode 4.
Yeah, because I didn't direct for them.
They were nice, so. And then I looked at Tara's list and I thought, I think I have 3 choices. Yeah. And then it led down to the one person that I thought they were in the bridging stuff, like the Schmuck Squad stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it would turn out. But then in Discord, I eventually reach out to them, and then they responded, and then I think they were invested. They were excited, and then they wanted to know more about the series. And so I gave them the background, and then they were really interested. And so yeah, okay, that's great. And so yeah.
I was surprised to find people still excited to do the project because it's been
And let's not turn down the excitement, because I'm excited for this. I know recently that I've been working on my scenes, and I'm excited for it. And not just the cast, we also have the sound designer.
Well, I mean, one half of the sound design I'm still doing a good portion of it.
Until you told me.
Yeah, because
I still can't get over the fact.
Yeah, we won't probably not disclose that information. It's just a very silly story to have happen.
Yeah, and that is something I thought that was a legitimate.
You thought they were? No, honestly, like I was just inclined to go the same way too. I was just like, yeah, no, okay, there, and then it turns out, well, okay, I guess we're only paying one person then. Oh, oh my! Well, speaking of, hold on. Hi, Star.
Another raid.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Okay, that's Star.
Yeah, that's Star. Yeah, we were just talking about Tanaka. Actually, very funny enough. Welcome in, Raiders. Let me give you a shout out really quick.
I think that was good timing.
Yeah, very good timing. Oh, you were playing Kingdom Hearts. Oh my God. Yeah, right. We were just talking a little bit about the voice actors in Tanaka. One of them happens to be, of course, Hoshi Nugget, or Star, as we see them raiding in. Thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate it. For those of you who are coming in from Star's stream, oh hi there, I'm Dusty. I'm a silly little bear guy who likes doing silly little bear guy things. I'm a full-time freelance editor, create content on YouTube, and I say a lot. This here is my best friend Nate, who is with me doing the Unfinished Drafts podcast live. We plan to do these on YouTube, but right now we're doing one live, at least for one time only. But yeah, thank you so much, Star. I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys had fun playing Kingdom Hearts, by the way. I hope you guys had a blast. Um, and also, just as a quick heads up, for Star or any of the raiders, if you guys need to raid and run, no worries, I completely understand. Please make sure you do some post-stream care if you need to. If you need to get some food as well, please make sure you take care of that. Um, yeah, thank you so much again for the raid. But if you guys want to hang out as well, you're welcome to do so. We were just talking a little bit about like one of the projects that we did, which, as noted from earlier, Star is a part of. We were in the you were in Monstro, right? Like the Pinocchio whale. I hope
Cool.
I hope you had a smooth time with that. I hope it wasn't too bad. Want to hang? Well, I mean, we're welcome to have you. You know, especially as part of the cast of Tanaka-kun. I get okay. Can I ask you one thing, Star? I hate the way. Okay, well, I guess that answers the question of whether or not you were having a smooth time. Well, I hope still you were able to have some fun, but what has your experience been like voicing in Tanaka? Whether like it well, I mean you're just voicing as Miyano. I was gonna say it's like in general, but in general means the same question as what is it like voicing as Miyano? Because I will be honest.
Right away.
Yeah, I think you are one of the most fun people to direct, if I'm being honest. I don't know if Nate feels the same way, but I think it's a lot of fun. I'm not.
I was shy at the moment because I remember that we had a group call, I think with you, me, and then Star, and then the old voice actor who voiced Tanaka, and even the actor who played Oda.
Yeah.
And so being myself being a menace.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
I mean, we felt that, so
it's been such a treat having to direct you, especially as a character who's just like, I want to make Tanaka be a normal member of society. It's like that like cheery, like really good attitude that's like such a vibe, and it's like, and Tanaka's just like, oh, okay. No, but I honestly agree. Yeah, you've been such a delight to work with.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I agree too. I agree too.
Like it's a unique experience trying to direct just about everyone, because like there are different personalities, obviously. When that no, I don't know yet.
Yeah,
no.
Because I worked on that episode. We've been talking about it recently on when are his scenes are going to be done.
Yeah, we've been.
As for me, I worked hard on my scenes, and then there were several of them that are about to be done.
I am helping working on his scenes too, because I'm like doing like eye blinks and stuff. But no, we've been working on it. It's just I don't know. I can't. The hardest part is giving a guarantee. Or Nate putting his heart and soul into it. Oh no! Oh,
you know how I feel, man.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. No, I see. Okay, if I give a guaranteed date, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I will say for what it's worth, because my productivity's been like on a surge right now, and it's been going. I would say it's very easy to see it coming out this year. I'm gonna put a deadline just to say this year. Be. Yeah, no, this year. I don't when. I don't know. Nate's supremacy. Do it for Nate. Oh, okay. All right. Star's convinced me. I'm gonna do it for Nate. I'm gonna.
Yay.
But
you better do it for your old best pal, man.
Yeah. I
16 years. We're be close to 16 years.
It'd be really close.
We've been doing exciting things in our childhood.
Yeah.
And we've been doing stupid fun things when we were in college.
Yeah, and one of them being a bridging. So
Yep.
But yeah, no, I would say When this year, I don't know. I feel old. You know what's super weird is
Uh-huh.
the first Tanaka came out 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years. What? The first
and then
Tanaka
this, and the second episode
was like,
was released
I,
4 months after.
yeah, yeah, Star. Yeah, 7 years. It's been 7 years.
I mean, we just went through tough times.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. No, I'm so sorry, Star. If it means anything, no, you're still young at heart. You're still young at heart. It's okay. You're still that very chipper, very cheery old little, not old, little young spirit named Miyano at heart. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It may. We're definitely not aging ourselves by continuing this.
Yeah.
But no, I will say, like, despite how long the process has been to make Tanaka, it's been one of my favorite projects to work on. Just simply because I enjoy the writing. I enjoy working with both the voice actors and the characters that go along with it. It makes it feel real because oftentimes the characters kind of just reflect the people that are voicing them. Like, for example, Star just being a silly little happy gremlin buddy. Not gremlin's maybe a bad way to put it. I'm sorry.
No, I thought Gremlins for someone else.
No, yeah. Oh, gremlin. Yeah. No, it's always a blast hanging out with both. I am a gremlin and proud. Okay, all right. Well, there you go. Where gremlin and proud, arms in the air, like in triumphant fashion. It's always a blast hanging out with both of you and recording, just having the best time. I agree. I love being able to hang out in general, but also just like work with you guys, because you guys are in your own ways very, very skilled with the voices that you guys do. I do enjoy a lot of like the different performances, because they all fit in different ways with the characters. Like, obviously with like you knew the old voice actor for Tanaka. He was basically pretty much just Tanaka. Like and Ota being maybe not as angry, but still very much like kind of the tired old soul and stuff. And obviously as Miyano. Let's all talk every day. Oh, that's cool to hear. Okay, I'm glad you guys catch up every now and then. I'm glad that happens, because like I
didn't know that.
Yeah, because they were buddies in the server I met the Tanaka voice actor for, as well as Star. They were friends in the server, the voice acting server that I was a part of.
Right.
Yeah, and then I cast them. It was super interesting, because like when we were all in the voice call together, it was very cool and very reminiscent of how the energy feels when it like voicing Tanaka and stuff. So
I hope he's doing good.
Yeah.
Hope he's having fun.
Yeah, I hope so as well, because like even if it's not unfortunate that like he can't voice Tanaka anymore. Like, it's understandable. I do wish he was still able to, but like due to certain circumstances, it's like.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad that he's enjoying his time, because he deserves it. He works really hard. So, wishing him all the best. But yeah, I love working with you guys because like it's so cool to be able to work with folks who feel very much attuned to the characters in the show, whether or not it's a factor of like the right, like, because I don't, as much as I do work on it, like I don't attribute all the work to just what like the writing is. You guys make it happen. You guys are the reason that like it it is the way it is. So I do very much appreciate you guys work on this. So thank you so much
Yep.
again. Thank you so much also for just being able to like still be able to like if you ever had like to end up not voicing Miyano, like completely understand, like obviously the same way that like the Tanaka voice actor, like if it's for that reason, absolutely please take that opportunity. I wouldn't blame you at all for it. um, but at at the same time, like where it is right now, I'm very glad to hear that you're still both enjoying voicing Miyano and that you're still able to voice Miyano. I very much appreciate you as well as everyone else that works
Mhm.
on this stuff. You can't you can't get rid of me. Well,
Oh man,
unless you ask
there's
me to.
no
No,
chance.
oh no, Star. I would never ask you to leave. I would
Me
never.
neither.
No, 100%. I I can't even think of a better Miyano. I could never in a million years. Like, I think I think you were the perfect choice for Miyano. You were absolutely fantastic in them, and I love being
Mhm.
able to just like. It's. Oh my god. I. Uh, just thinking about what Miyano would do in the future is just like exciting. But no,
Yeah,
I
I mean, besides episode 4, we're trying to come up with more ideas for future episodes.
yeah,
And so, yeah, yeah.
I have trained
I've
you
trained you.
both to be normal members of society.
We definitely did.
Definite, yeah, definitely have. We're both
Just like what we are now.
we're upstanding citizens. We behave. We're normal. You know, it's all good. We're definitely not silly or a little, you know, a little goofy sometimes. We don't.
Mhm.
We're not lazy or don't do anything for like a month or so and just not do anything like Tanaka. That's for sure.
Yep,
Don't
yep.
look at me
Well,
like that, please.
I was gonna say that when you mentioned about appreciating everyone's performances, and it's not just focusing on the writing, I think it's very true, where you conceive something out of writing, but then you let the others do it, see
Yeah,
what they think.
yeah.
And we were impressed by everyone, the cast, the performances of the cast. And even while I was editing stuff, I know there was something that ticks you to laugh, and you didn't expect it at all because I didn't tell you about it.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was you're talking about the music cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
Hmm.
eventually you'll see.
Um
So
including especially also like the little improv cuz uh just as a little bit of like behind the scenes type stuff for those that don't work with us already. When we're recording for voices, what will usually happen is I'll give a direction that will go like what once we have the right take that we want, we'll go two or three more. Feel free to improvise your last one. And sometimes the last one, oftentimes the last one actually ends up being the take we do because of like how well it was improvised.
yeah,
Um
I remember that.
so uh it's
Or
super cool.
sometimes, or sometimes the last take would be silly
Yeah.
because I don't remember the actress for Echizen. We don't know what she's gonna do because she can scream so good,
Yeah.
and we thought, oh man, when is she gonna do?
She
When is she gonna scare us?
she goes so hard with her voice lines. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but it's so much fun too. I love being able to just it was cool because like so she's normally typecasted as that kind of like yelling character, but like
Yeah.
we didn't have Etchison be entirely the yelling character. We
No,
again
no.
we did have it's really bad because in episode 4 all she does is yell in this episode.
Yeah, that's for one moment though.
Yeah, but
But we're gonna write more
yeah,
for these characters, so because
we're,
we feel bad for limited appearances. Like we're trying to give more leeway, more time for other characters to appear. but we feel bad for a couple old characters who didn't get enough appearance time, and so we're trying to work that out in future episodes. So
I, we're gonna do our best to like also just give those characters a little more of like, because normally, or at least what we've done in the past, in like the past few episodes, barring episode 3, I think episode 3 was the more humanizing episode of like the characters, because it allowed them to kind of be fleshed out a bit more. Like they're still people, you know, they still feel sad when they're, you know, not like in the episode 3 incident where Echizen didn't eat the cookie, Yano was upset, and it was like, oh, but I don't want to be upset at you forever. So that was a nice touching moment. And also, again, props to Star for that episode 3 performance, because that was really good. I loved being able to put together the whole thing where like the whole monologue of like, I didn't want to find the first place, and then like ending with, I just want to be your friend again. I was like, oh man, this is so wholesome. So
it's also kind of surprising that when I first started helping you out in episode 3, like it's my first attempt to edit, you just gave me a long and maybe hard scene, which is that.
Yeah.
I think scene 10 when they're on the balcony.
It was also
it
was the only scene I had left, I think, outside of the one I was
yeah, and you wanted me to work out the lip flaps, I'd say, because I was practicing lip flaps at the time. So
I don't think they were too hard though, because most of them were static.
Yeah, they weren't too hard, but then when it comes to the end of Miano's monologue, I have to come up with something, like improvise, like how would her audio would match with the original lip flaps in the series versus changing to the lip flaps. Because there's got to be some changes to happen. Like I'm gonna keep some old stuff, but I'm gonna put in the new changes so that way the lip movements would be seamless to see, and so
I think
there's some improvisation involved, and so that's all good.
Excited to record new stuff with my. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually,
cool. Yeah.
Hold on, I should actually, because you sent that to me. I should. Oh wait, no, I've shown you the. Hey, have I shown you the
No,
Stars,
I haven't yet.
Stars new. Okay, hold on. I have it.
No,
somewhere.
I haven't yet.
I need to find it, and I don't like when. So when you know how on Discord, when you're streaming, I'm speaking to those who like have OBS and stuff. When streamer mode is enabled, you can't see the names because it's all abbreviated to like the first letter. I'm trying to find Star because I. Oh, okay, never mind. Star just DM'd me. It's. You. Hi. Star. Thank you, Star. I appreciate it. Star just DM'd me. Boo! It's a me, Star. Oh my god. you goober. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and download this file really quick, and then I'll send this to you, Nate. Just so you can hear what Star's new audio looks like. Because they did upgrade their microphone, so.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it. But yeah, I agree with you, Dusty, that working on Tanaka Bridge is fun. And I just wonder, why can't we have more of that? Like, I'm having fun with editing, and then we have fun recording with the cast members. But yeah, it'll be more fun if we just simply hang out with them, because I think we talked about back then. My voice cracked for a sec. I think we talked about back then about commentaries for past episodes. And so
yeah, no, that would be really cool. I think it would be it'd be fun to have like the different voice actors throughout each of the episodes hop on and like talk about some of the stuff that was going on. For what it's worth, Star, I sent him the gift that you sent me. I just like Just like,
I mean, it's adorable. So
yeah. Okay. Here's the. You can take a listen to this whenever. But
okay.
yeah, I think it would be super cool to have like the different voice actors on for different things, because
Yeah.
it'd be really cool to get their take, especially on episodes that like have long passed since, like episode 2. Ah man, who
Man.
we probably have to think about it as time goes along, because man, it would be so cool to get your guys' thoughts on how things were and how you guys thought about each episode. So
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be super exciting. Um,
Yeah, that would be nice.
man.
As well as the intentions that we've made in the in the scenes and the bits and whatnot. Like, what are kind of behind the scenes behind the strenuous work of abridging?
Yeah, yeah.
But Tanaka is not really strenuous.
No,
I'd
it's
say.
just a lot to do. Like there's like it's because it's not hard work. It's just there's a lot of talking, and then there's a lot of like sound effects and stuff you have to deal with. And it just
Mhm.
because the scenes can be so long, it's a matter of like how you just have to sit down and do it sometimes. Uh, so it's like that sometimes. And it's not strenuous, it's just oh, thank you for the self-care check. I actually ran out of water. Hold on, give me a second. I need to refill my water.
Yeah. And also, I need to pee too, so I'll be right back, folks.
Okay, alright.
I've been holding it ever since, so hold on tight.
Make sure you guys get some water and stretch as well. I'm just filling up my water really quick, but I'll stretch in a bit. I guess. Hold on, give me. Actually, I guess as a self-care. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you take care of yourself. If not, then you're, I don't know. Why not? Why aren't you doing it? Do it. Just do it. But I guess just sort of as an offhand topic. So as a reminder, we used to do this back then. I don't know how often we would do live sessions of like podcasts like these, but how do you guys think? Like, are you guys cool with more of like these loose, every now and then podcast type things? Not like a regularly scheduled one, but like every now and then with Nate and like whomever. We just chat and stuff, whether it be about specific topics or like kind of scattered around. It's fun. Okay. Yeah, because the one difficulty that we were talking about before that I don't think, well, we got a chance to talk about it a little bit, was like because it's difficult to, especially for Nate, it's difficult for him to like balance between hopping from like making
Right, I'm back.
checking. Oh, welcome back. I was talking about like how the thoughts on like a podcast session like this every now and then, not like a regularly scheduled thing, but like a like every now and then. And
Yeah, and I was thinking about that too every now and then. I mean, I don't mind either doing it by ourselves, the both of us,
mhm.
or we can do a live session, like this one today. And I believe that, I don't know, I might have to go with the latter. I think the latter would be more fun,
Mhm.
I would say. But it's just a matter of when can we schedule another live session,
Yeah.
or if we consider a topic would be personal to us or sensitive to us, then we're just gonna do it in a Discord chat. And so
Right. And
it's hard to say either option,
yeah.
and when to schedule them. It's just rather depends
And
on circumstances.
I think especially too, like as noted by the pin message, Uh, we're gonna, because of the way the conversations go, it's difficult for us to like bounce into chat. I think especially more so for Nate than it is for me, because like I always bounce around in conversations. But like
Hmm.
with Nate, because he likes to be more focused and stuff, it's harder for him to bounce between the topic and then chat. Even and it's not like as a disrespect. It's like obviously like we try to remain courtesy,
Yeah.
maintain courtesy throughout. But like it's more so that like I guess that's just the nature of like us being especially the ADHD skill of squirrel braining. Yeah, no, it's like you. It's a matter of like not not being too off focus, and then when you do lose focus, it's like I don't remember what I was talking about, or like it's like
Yeah,
difficult
that
to
would
get back
happen.
on track.
Yeah.
So, uh, like I I guess that's like a constant like request, like to be able to still be able to chat with you guys, but like still be able to maintain a focus on the topic. Please be patient with us as we go through these, because we will eventually like message back or like respond back to your chats, but it's just like a matter of juggling between the topic and then what's being said in chat. So it's not like we don't see you guys there. It's just we like to take our time while talking about what it is that we're talking about. So again, no
Yeah.
disrespect to you, but like we
Yeah.
it'll take some time, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. And and I agree, Dusty. And I just want to say to you all that you're all fine. That you're all not disrespecting me. It's just that uh, I have to accept the way things were in Twitch, and then I know Dusty would be interrupted between focusing on his stuff and then chatting with me, and then even talking to you folks. And so it's yeah, it's something to get used to, uh, so to speak. But yeah, just a sign of courtesy. So I understand. And also, what I heard some laughing back
so,
there.
sorry, I'm just Star, what did you DM me?
No, thank you, Star. So, I don't know what you're looking at, but
I I don't know if it. I was just like I. Okay, never mind. I'll, I'll 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 ask later, but like, um, yeah, no, I think no, I mean you said it, so like we maintaining respect of both chat while also like um also like being able to stay on topic. It's a difficult task, especially if you're not used to it, but it's just
Mhm.
something that we'll maintain. So hopefully we continue to do well at it. If we haven't been, then I hope we do better in the future at it.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. And even when I'm trying streaming for myself, it's something to get used from. It's something for me to get used to too. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
sure you'll do a fine job. At least have fun with it. I think it's important.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think as I said, like Tanaka abridgments, really fun. We're considering commentaries to invite the old folks and even invite the new ones. Uh, by like yeah, for 4 episodes. When hopefully the fourth episode will come out this year. But yeah, uh, it's just that yeah, need to hang out more.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and And you hanging out with other people, Dusty, that makes me a bit envious.
Oh,
Sorry
I
to say.
don't. No, I don't hang out with a lot of people. I actually am by
Okay.
myself a lot of the time. I'm like, either if I am in a group call, I'm by myself just working on something, but most of the time I'm just by myself, just kind of like working. So, yeah, I'm definitely not.
But it just makes me wonder, how did Dusty get a lot of friends? And I didn't ask you about it, but it just makes me internalize and keep my feelings to myself on how did Dusty meet so much people in Discord? And I was not familiar with Discord at the time, and yeah, yeah, it's like I don't know. So much time has changed.
Yeah, it has passed and stuff. I think it's just a lot of it starts with curiosity, right? Like it's just like
Yeah.
you hang out or like you see what's going on, and then if it's like a live stream, right? Remember the good old Skype days? Oh man, Skype.
Yeah, I remember
What?
Skype. It's crazy.
That's like I used to have like dedicated like in real like with our real life friends, we'd have like group call, well, not group calls, but like group Skype message chat. I don't know what to call them because it's been so long. One we had was dedicated for our old YouTube channel, the collaborative one, EDC. But sometimes we just have dedicated ones for like others too. Man, that was what Star. We're so old. We're all so old. we're all ancient now. What is going on?
I grew a beard.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Oh my god.
And even remember the Death Note abridged talks.
Yeah.
On Skype.
Dude.
And we invited the voice actress for playing Naomi.
Yeah.
For the oversight skit.
We did it for a bunch of folks. For a bunch of them actually. Like we did 3 different ones. We tried to audition them, and then we invited the one that ended up being cast for it.
Yeah. In the casting call club, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. She was really good at as the character too. I think they were all good. It's just we chose the one that we thought fit the best, and I think she did the best at it.
I think when we're trying out the auditions, didn't one of them said something really inappropriate, and then that made one of our real life friends laugh really hard?
Yeah, no, I remember. Like, I think they were getting along super well.
I thought that is the most disgusting image.
It's
the way that she set it up, and then we get to imagine what it looks like. It's like, what the heck is going on?
Right. Super crazy. Yeah. I don't know. It's what the heck happened? It's been so long. Yeah. Like I think it's been 9 years since 9 years since we started working on Death Note.
Yeah.
9 years.
It's so crazy.
What? You know, 9 years is half the age of an adult. So if someone was 9 by the time we started working on it, they are now a full-fledged adult. What?
How is that even possible?
That's one hell of a way to put it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely one way to put it. No, what? No, no, don't worry about it. It's fine. No, don't yell. No, I'm sorry. It's not weird. It's not weird. No, it's not weird. No, it's not weird. I'm sorry. It's such a brutal way to say it.
And even Goose
also hi Goose and hi J Bar. Welcome in.
Well, hey J Bar.
I think
a few of them agree that.
Yeah, we're just old. That's all. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. We're just all sorts of old. Not that old. there is one person in the chat who is older than all of us collectively. No, no, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. No.
Oh man, that
He's
was
gonna
so funny.
he's gonna glare at me and look at me. Yeah, I know, J-Bar, I know, but I'm talking
Really?
about the one person who's definitely older than collectively. That's not what I meant to say. I just meant all of us as.
You've been keeping track of the data
No,
of everyone who's viewing your videos.
Goose. No, I'm sorry. No, Goose. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. But no, yeah, J-Bar is also older than us. Goose
Okay.
is definitely older than us, but not collectively. Not collectively. I'm doing my best to. Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay.
Wait, really? Huh.
Hold on. Need to pull out the
You know,
Oh, I don't have.
you know what? Back when I was a pool lifeguard, I think I was in my late teenage years before high school graduation. And I remember one of my coworkers asked me, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 18." Or you know what? Not 18. I think 16 or 17. But then he misheard me saying, "You are 40?"
What?
No, I'm not
What?
40.
How did he? What? You're 40? How did you mishear it that much? What?
I don't know, because maybe I'm a soft speaker, and I was still shy at the point at that time. Oh man,
Man,
honestly, I feel it like the other way. My hip was hurting bad. Oh, that would hurt really bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going to be even older soon. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, hold on, hang on.
My goodness.
Wait. J-Bar? I kind of forget that there's so many people with birthdays in July.
Really? A lot
Yeah,
of birthdays in July.
J-Bar's birthday is actually 10 days after yours. So,
Really?
yeah. And for what it's worth, as a reference, Nate's birthday is tomorrow. So
Yeah.
if you guys please feel free to reach out, especially to his Twitter. It's just at Nate_champ, N8_champ, CHMP. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Star.
Happy early and
Yay.
happy belated. Yeah. Happy
I'm already
birthday.
getting old. I already have gray hairs.
Technically, honestly, it is.
On my head.
It's sort of his birthday now because he was born in Japan. So, oh, there you go. See, also, there we go. Yeah, Sophie absolutely has it
Oh,
right.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
technically birthday now, even though it's the 5th. It's
Yeah. Thank you for all the greetings. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I was born in Okinawa, Japan.
Same.
July 5th at the time.
We were. It's so weird having like when I found out that we were born in the. Okay? Hold on. Can I? Is it okay if I share the story?
Oh, thanks a lot.
Share this
Yeah,
information. Nate and I
Yeah.
were both born in Okinawa, Japan, which is an island. So so we were born in a specific military base in Okinawa. We happened to be born not only in the same military base, but the same hospital. I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the same hospital.
and it's like super weird that our families never met. Because I know the military
Yeah.
base was big, but it's also like, come on, we were both Filipino American. Like,
Yeah.
how did it not happen?
I don't know. We just didn't know, and we never met.
We are twins now. I mean,
Actually, he's 8 months older than me. I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules. We are now officially twins. I mean, to be fair to you, Star, our collective favorite color is red. So that's one thing for sure. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. It was super crazy to find out, and it was like, what just happened? Why did we not meet ever until like 13 years later? It was like between I think you might have been
12 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met each other when we were in 7th grade.
I think I was still No, no, I think we're
I
the
don't want to hear
conspiracy
any
people.
conspiracy theory.
You guys would have been too powerful. That's what.
Would've been
Oh, you
too-
know what?
That's why.
True, true. We would have been unstoppable. We would have been like our rampant energy would have just not collided, but it would have been combined and would have been too much for this world.
I think that's just what happens when I refer to my teacher telling my mom, is your son and his friend okay?"
it's
They've been fighting like crazy,
we would
going through a cringe Dragon Ball Z fight.
we would also like reenact different scenes in like the library and stuff. Mostly like the Dark Knight with like
the Dark Knight
yeah, with Batman and Joker. Um
in
and
the interrogation scene.
yeah. No, it's
And I just remembered I would bump your head on the table.
yeah. I was worried I
Doing
got
homework on the tables.
I think I was worried that I got a dent on my head from it, but like it was, you know, it happens. You know, if you slam your head on the table, sometimes it's just gonna happen. No, I was fine though. It's like it wasn't too bad, but it was definitely like not only that we would end up also playing. It's been a journey, and like we've known each other for more than half of our lives at this point, so it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Wild to think about how this all turned out. So yeah, no, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah, and that's where you introduced me to a lot of technology stuff because my parents fear that how technology works. Like they got a computer, but then they don't familiarize themselves on how to use it,
right.
especially using the internet. And then I didn't use much of the internet either until you showed me a lot of things. Like you showed me a lot about YouTube. And I thought, like, who are these popular YouTubers? I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
And then you showed me that you got the Wii, and then we played Smash Brothers, and then Pikmin, as well as other games as well, other Nintendo games.
That's how we
Which
bonded.
I
with
wasn't
Smash.
really. Yeah, particularly Smash. Man. And then Dusty has been beating me every time. But no, I have my wins too.
Yeah, he has a couple. Actually, he has one recorded somewhere on YouTube. It's unlisted now, but it's there. I still have the video. But he has one big win over me. That's like the final win. In
Yeah,
Brawl.
and it's so crazy. I think it's a tiebreaker, right?
Yeah, it was a like the final set best of 5 type thing. You won it like I think was it 3-2? I think it was 3-2, right? Like it was close, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You made me swap off my main character, and I was like, oh no, I'm in a pickle. And I mean,
yeah, you choose a random character.
No, I chose Meta Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's
It was so crazy.
It's been a journey, but yeah. So I don't know how are you feeling about now? You wanna?
I don't know how long it will take. Like, is there anything you want to talk about?
No, not really. I think it was just good to catch up and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean I hope.
But I'd say though.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'd say it was fun overall until Star came in.
No, it's still no. It was fun even after Star came in, for what it's worth. Not until Star came in, because if you're implying that it wasn't fun after.
Oh, right.
see, look, no,
you're still here.
No, it's Star. See, no, Star. It was so much fun, especially after you came. See, that's what happened.
Oh. That's all right.
I trust.
What? Well, I didn't know until you came in. It was just me saying in a low voice, "Well, this happens all the right." And then when you came in, we thought, "Oh, you're here."
Yeah. No, I think.
And all the crazy stuff happened.
Yeah, so what he meant was like it's been relatively chill, and then when you came in, it was a lot of fun. Like it
Uh-huh.
uh, no,
At,
it's
at least
go ahead.
at least for me, I wanted some excitement in this podcast if possible. So
Star was just the immediate like the moment of hope for Nate going like, and now we can have some excitement. Oh my god, gotta bring that energy up to one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely.
because we still miss the excitement back then. Oh man, we just reinvigorated our young energy
Yeah.
or something. The 1 million. We got it right.
Um,
Because I don't know. Doing live stuff here and there, but then it would have been more fun every now and then.
yeah,
But
agreed.
oh
And
man.
I think doing this every now and then would be a lot of like, it would be very interesting for sure, especially having people on board to chat with. I think that would be good. Um,
Hmm.
it just
Yeah, especially inviting guests over.
yeah,
Just remember that I appreciate the moderator stream. I think that's a lot of fun
yeah.
with J Bar, Diggy, and Suki. And then it's even more fun with Ava in one stream, and then Chase and Tara in another. It especially the stream with Chase and Tara, where you have something witty entertainment coming along, and you
Yeah,
thought, oh, whoa,
I was not expecting that.
you got you got one of the popular abridging channels to come in the chat, and even the Schmuck Squad was there temporarily.
Yeah,
I was like, wow,
it was very cool
like
to
they
have that.
didn't expect. Yeah, it's really crazy. And I thought, oh man, this is gonna be really crazy. And then I'm thinking the abridgers would take over the chat, and then the others would just like sit still and listen.
I mean
I
that is
kind
what
of felt
happened.
bad for that. Yeah,
Eh, I mean it happens, you know, like especially when a topic of conversation is around something revolved around something. It's just a
yeah,
thing that naturally happens. So that's okay though. Because it's
yeah,
not always like that. It you know usually we're just kind of like relaxed and stuff. But every now and then we got to bring out the energy. Yeah, like Star mentioned, got to bring the
yeah.
energy up to 1 million every now and then. It's a good way to like let loose and like be a little silly. It's always nice to have folks around in chat.
Yeah, especially with the comedic skits that I want to work out with.
Yeah,
It's just letting out all that energy, even though I imagine some chaotic skit to imagine. Like,
um,
I just imagine one skit where I'm being beaten up by a green monkey or something. I
right.
think I've shown you a green monkey before, and then you would have all these ducky toys with you. And one of them asked, who's the green monkey? And then I didn't have anything planned for it, but then I just said, uh, you don't have to worry about him. He's just there or
he's,
something.
he's just an like an on-looking presence.
Yeah.
Um, we are about to have an ad break, by the way, in about 3 minutes. So I've been trying to
Yeah.
snooze it so that like if we ever decided to wrap up, we'd be good to go. But it's I think it's gonna be happening soon. I'm out of snoozing, so
Yeah, sure thing. So yeah, it's like I really want to hang out a lot.
yeah. I
And
think
if there's anything, if there's anything fun that we can do, that'll be great.
I
I just remember, like, besides the fun that we had with Star, I still remember the running gag that we had with Carrie,
oh
the voice she
yeah
had.
yeah I remember.
Ever since we recorded with her for episode 3, and then he would bring something up about having suffering from diabetes, and then because her voice she can turn her voice to be adorable sometimes, and we thought, oh man, this
She she
this
sent
increases our diabetes level to something,
she
and then
sent
we have to find some insulin
yeah
somewhere.
No, she sent us the Twitter picture of insulin, like just a Twitter picture of insulin. Oh, what's your favorite scene or edit that you guys did?
I know what
Oh.
his favorite is.
Wait, what do you think my favorite is?
In the 3rd episode, your favorite edit was the go board.
Oh! um, yeah,
I knew right out of my head that that's his best edit yet.
that's pretty good. I think that maybe honestly, yeah. I think the only other one is the one that's gonna happen in episode 4 in scene 3. Can I hold on? Is it okay? Can I show them the scene? Do you? You think I could show it?
As a sneak peek, I think as a sneak peek.
Okay.
You can show them the scene.
All right.
But just for you guys.
Ads are gonna be playing in about a few seconds, so we're gonna be having some ads in like for 3 minutes. Hopefully.
Oh man,
I'll just get it ready in the meantime, so you guys won't be missing anything. But here, let me try and prep it.
Oh man. and good thing I sent it to you in Google Drive, which is perfect timing.
Oh, which one? For
the scene 4?
no, I said scene 3.
Oh, scene 3.
Yeah, for the edit.
Was that my favorite?
No, I was asking. You were asking about like what is my favorite, and I was like either the go board or the one in episode 4, scene 3.
Oh.
You
mean episode 4, scene 4?
No, scene. Is it scene 4? I thought it was scene 3.
Scene 3 is what you're working at.
Yeah.
Scene 4.
No. What I was saying was like.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was saying.
No, I remember.
Okay.
Scene 3 is when they're in the room.
Yeah.
But then we started in the hallway. The scene 4. Scene 4 started in the hallway.
Okay. Okay. I'll wait. I'll wait for ads.
When Sophie's question came up, I thought for a second Dusty's favorite edit is that go board scene. Yeah. And then
I like that one a lot. I also like the one I did in scene 4 scene 3 episode 4. Like the transition.
Right. I forgot about that. That was also crazy.
Yeah, what's your favorite? Sorry, I was just trying to clarify. So.
You know what? Man. What is my favorite edit or scene? Sometimes I'm thinking about that ladybug. The ladybug in episode 1.
Yeah.
It's just that ladybug shows no harm until the ghost haunts Tanaka forever. And I was thinking that ladybug has to make a comeback somehow. Like a running gag.
Would you like to see an Iron Mouse print? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the share screen first so that show.
You know what, man? When we talked about character art, I just cannot.
Oh.
I just cannot imagine.
Is it
how? I'm looking at Sophie's art right now.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Right! Oh no, they can't hear me. They can't hear me. Never mind. Can someone convey to Star that I said right? I don't know if that's. Hold on, I can do that. Let me do it. Hold on. There we go. That works. This is what the heck, and it's just even. It's just a sketch right now, but oh my god, what the heck, Sophie? What?
Yep.
Must save money to commission. Right. Just get the basis down.
Must save.
My god, even the little, the way you do the little frills on the dress, it's always so cool. Oh my god, and I'm sure the eyes will turn absolutely amazing. Free from ad hack. Let's go. Welcome back, everyone, from ads. By the way, I hope they weren't too long. I was doing my best to wait for them while they were happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is amazing. Even just as a sketch right now, like I can't wait to see the full version, obviously. But
Yeah.
even as a sketch, it's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. You know, I just can't believe it.
What?
It's so good.
Yeah. Right.
That it looks so good.
Right. It's so good. Sophie does it.
The outlines and it, and everything is refined. Like, my goodness.
Sophie does such an amazing job. It's always fun to see her art.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, Sophie.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Right. My only vocabulary this entire conversation with Start has been right. Isn't it? Isn't she just amazing?
I mean, she could have been a manga artist or something.
Yeah, right. A manga artist like this. I mean, this obviously like it'll take quite a bit of time, but like to do the full art. But this is still really cool. Like even just as a sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Even Star's agreeing with you there. See?
Yep.
Actually, I guess while we're here. Okay, so I have the scene. Okay, so I'll show the scenes that we're talking about for context. The first one that I want to show off. Actually, give me just a second.
Oh man, are you?
Correct as always. I'm gonna speed this. Oh, okay. Make sure you at least take care. Make sure you're not like. Make sure you don't stress yourself out or anything. That would be.
Yeah.
Please do not do that.
Yeah.
Let me.
I'd read any manga Sophie makes.
Yeah.
Well, I would too. I would too.
You both would be competing over the manga, just being like, "No, let me see it. Let me see it."
It would make millions. Okay, that's fair enough.
Alright, let me show the scene in particular that's going to be happening in episode 4.
Uh-huh.
It's the scene transition in particular, for what it's worth. So I'm trying to look for that.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Yeah. Let me pull it up. Media source. I'm gonna pause the music first while we're here. Oh, sorry. You probably saw the music or the YouTube link, but that's okay. I don't.
Oh wait,
like
there's the transition, but then there's also that cut you mentioned.
a cut?
The music cut.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh, you want to show that one too?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay. Can you post the link in our Discord chat one more time so I can have easy access to it?
Yeah, sure thing.
Alright. Let me know if you can hear this, by the way. I'm gonna put this up. Oh, that was too quick. Hold on. Sorry. Well, you saw it already.
Okay.
That was like a few seconds already, but it didn't work out because.
Oh wait. That.
Yeah.
I still remember that.
Hold on. So I'm gonna play it one more time, and I'm gonna try to be able to hear it too, because I can't hear it on my side, but I'm sure you guys heard it. We're gonna play it one more time. So for context, this scene in particular, I hate that it's just on this screen. It's just like this, like with the morph. So So for context, the way this looks is so stupid.
I know.
Okay, so for context, this scene is yeah, this is start start. I, okay, so this scene is like they're trying to get to another room. What Tanaka says is uh they'll head to their room. Tanaka says like we'll be there in a flash. And this is the scene transition to them going to the other room. it's just wham!
It's so stupid.
And Tanaka's just like that was too fast. What do you mean?
No.
Did the universe like morph us into the room? Oh, I carried you. That's how the scene is gonna play out. But this is one of my favorite edits that I've done so far. The other one is what Nate was talking about. Was I'll show it on YouTube. Let me. I'll show the YouTube one, and then I'll show Nate's as well. Yeah, light speed, right? Alright, okay, here we go. Let me pull.
I think the inspiration for that was you showed us I'm gonna be Switzerland.
Yeah. No, yeah. The meme, yeah, the I am going to be Switzerland, like that TikTok or that I think it's a Vine or something. It was
Yeah.
it was one of my favorites that I saw. It's just like, why did that happen? Okay, the other scene that I want to show is the one from Tanaka 3, which is the scene that Nate was talking about. Oh. I have to pull this up via Google Drive, so forgive me for.
Right.
Oh, you can probably hear my voice. But okay. Well, I mean, in a video, not me actually. I'll pull up two
you're
different.
pulling up episode 3.
Yeah, I'm pulling up episode 3 as well as the other one.
Oh, okay.
Too. I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna go to that scene. Alright. Okay, so the one from what we hear is Inner Dusty. Hello, it's me, Inner Dusty. Okay, let me swap over. Okay. So the ghost scene. Oh, wait, this is Star. Wait, hold on, we get to hear Star first. Hold on, let me hear Star first. Hold on, I'm gonna hear Star. We're all going to hear what Star sounds like as the voice of Miyano.
The following is wait, is that Tanaka? Wait up!
That's Star. Yeah, it's Star. Woo! Let's go. Okay, all right. So here's the scene. No, don't run away! Don't run away! Don't run away! Don't run away! Your voice is adorable. Your voice is adorable. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Here's the scene that Nate was talking about. Right? Yeah, everyone. Oh my god. Star's voice is incredible. Okay.
Go back.
Yeah, so here's the scene. Okay, I'm just gonna add a prelude to this. Running is a lot of work. Okay, so here's the go scene, or the reversey scene. They're playing reversey.
No,
Yeah, reversely.
you forced my hand, and now you'll suffer the ultimate consequence.
Well, mind if I change things up a bit?
What did you have in mind? Reversey it is.
All right, I'll start.
Oh. Okay.
I just realized this is a really long lunch break.
You'll see the edit.
I should probably leave them
When
on.
you see the edit, you'll know what
Maybe
it
they
is.
won't notice. Oh, wait, no. They're just about done. God damn it.
Looks like this wasn't a fight after all. What a shame.
Yes. A shame you lost so poorly.
Lost? Are you blind?
No, I'm Tanaka. Also, I won.
It's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid.
And this is what the conversation is after. It's just
Checkmate.
How
Oh, dang
how
it.
did you do that?
I did it while she wasn't looking.
Ugh.
that was the edit. That was the one. Um,
Mhm.
so that one I like a lot because it's super stupid. It's super stupid. There was no reason for this to work.
You know, speaking of favorites, I mentioned about the ladybug one,
Yeah, I'll
but then
pull that one.
but I'm also thinking what I did in episode 4.
Yeah, this one,
I
right?
Yeah, I just thought I'll let Dusty pull it up and you'll see what it is.
So here's the scene that Nate is talking about, that we're gonna be having in scene 4.
Catch up later then.
It's not completely edited as of yet because it's still in a work in progress.
Oh no, it's Tanaka and Oda!
Mhm.
Okay, thanks, Shiraishi. Gotta come up with the game plan. What to do, what to say. Come on, you got this!
Oh hey, good morning, Shiraishi.
Sorry again about yesterday. How are you holding up?
Yeah! Yep, up!
Oh,
The music cutting, just like, yep, up. Oh,
yeah, I get it.
yeah, I get it. It's just,
It's just Oh man,
That's the edit.
it's so dumb.
yeah, it's really, it's that's the thing. It's like when chocolate man, chocolate man. No, chocolate man. Let's move another. That I don't. That one. Whenever I pulled that one up, that actually it's in episode 3 for what it's worth. If we want to talk about the chocolate man, this is chocolate.
That's all.
This is the Machoko. That's the chocolate man. This is in the actual episode, by the way. They actually made chocolate in the form of macho men, just bodybuilders and stuff. Because the original premise was like Echizen didn't like eating cute things, so Miyano made things that were not cute into chocolate.
Mhm.
There's one more. So the one scene that Nate was talking about, by the way, I'll pull it up really quick. So here's the one. I'm gonna pull up the. This ladybug scene is. I think everyone that has seen this talks about this one a lot. Like I think this is the most memorable joke because a lot of people will bring it up. It's not that it's a bad joke for what it's worth. I think that it's a fine joke. I just know that it is the one that a lot of people bring up. So this is the one that Nate was also saying. So here's the intro to the first episode of Tanaka. Is always original.
Tanaka, wake the fuck up.
Oh, hi, Oda. What's going on, dude?
What are you doing?
I'm just
Gotta go.
taking a
Need to
break,
make my dinner.
man.
Oh, no worries, Star. No worries. I hope you enjoy. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of dinner are you making? If you do have to go, please make sure you take care. Thank you so much again for the raid, by the way. I
Yeah.
really do
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thanks for stopping by. All right, we'll see you later.
A break?
Yeah,
From doing absolutely nothing today? Like, you're literally on the ground doing jack shit.
I just want to relax right now, you know?
Are you high?
No, I'm low. On the ground.
Yeah, I got that. But
Like, dude, we all gotta get low with nature. Look at the birds. Or this ladybug. We all just gotta get real low. Get low with me, Oda.
I would, but listen, we have to. What?
I killed the ladybug. Its ghost will haunt me forever.
Tanaka?
That's the edit that Nate was talking about. Because if you notice, he puts his hand down while the ladybug's still on his hand. He just smushes it on the grass. It's so stupid. It's the stupidest edit that started this whole journey. I was just like, why is this so stupid?
Hmm.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing these things, and I very much understand that with the excitement of like the folks that work on it, um, like obviously very much want to see the next episode done, and like I do too. Right? So
Yeah.
I'll be working hard to.
Yeah, and not just us, but also your viewers.
Yeah,
I know some of
definitely.
them have been asking.
Right. So we'll definitely get around to finishing it, but like those are some of the edits that we liked doing. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
But no, it's been quite a journey, and I'm glad honestly that we've taken it this far because it's been a lot of.
Yeah, definitely. And I hope we continue doing more of this.
Mhm.
So
Yes. Here. I
yeah.
I think we're about naturally. We've sort of exhausted all the stuff that we probably want to talk about today.
Yeah. I think I'm good for today.
All right, sounds good. So this session will actually go up on later on YouTube, I think, as well. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. I know the music has stopped, but let me pull up the music one more time. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Oh, the music's now loud. Let me lower the volume. Okay, there we go. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today on the Unfinished Drafts podcast. The reason we call it that, by the way, is because we're just a couple of guys, a couple of writers who will talk about the unfinished draft that is of life. That's very cheesy and corny.
Of life.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you so
you're
much.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I said thank you, like I was about to say someone in particular, but I've said everyone. But thank you, Goose,
Yeah.
thank you, Sophie, thank you, Star, thank you, J-Bar, thank you, everyone who tuned in today, whether you
Yeah.
lurked, whether you chatted. Super
Mhm.
appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
We gotta find someone to
I want
rate.
to thank. Yeah, I want to thank everyone as well.
Yeah.
It's been fun, and that's what I need, and that's Dusty needs as well. So, yeah.
I saw Sprinkle streaming. I was immediately like I saw Sprinkle and I was like, I think I know where our target is, what our target is today. I was also thinking of Miel, but I think it's been so long since Sprinkle streamed, so honestly I think we're gonna go ahead and raid Sprinkle. Nate, it's been a while since you've done it, but would you like to do the honors and send us off with the oh bye now at the end of stream?
Oh yeah, it's been a while. We gotta lift up that energy. So, all right, I'll do it.
How much longer is Sprinkle going? Do you guys know? Is Sprinkle still gonna be going for a bit, or are they gonna be wrapping up soon? Okay. Alright, okay, we can probably raid out to Sprinkle then. It's been so long, and they're working on some art fight stuff, so let's go ahead and say hi to Sprinkle. When we head over to Sprinkle's stream, make sure you click on their icon so that the views count towards their page. You'll not be taken away from the stream when you do so. Every view helps supports them and supports what they love doing. When we stop over, man, Suki used to, because this is what it used to be, right? Hold on, this is what the raid used to be, but it's not Friday. You see the stream the raid
yeah.
message.
Alright.
We shouldn't use this.
Yeah,
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's not Friday.
Yeah, it's not.
It's also not the Best Bud Fridays podcast anymore. It's something else. I think I just use the regular raid message then, shall we? Let's just use the regular raid message. Please use the top one if you're sub, the bottom one if you're following. We're gonna go ahead and sign off and send you guys over to Sprinkle. Do you remember how to do the send off, or like, do you want to do the whole send off in it?
Oh, just those 3 words?
Yeah, just the albino.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the way we would lead off is like you just go like when they go like, until next time, this is Dusty and Nate signing off. Take care, everyone. That's when you say, oh, bye now.
All right, cool.
And then we just sign off. But yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and get the raid ready for Sprinkle Tony, as I called him. Lovely buddy. Love hanging out with him. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the raid started. I need to make sure that I have Discord audio on, because if I don't, then it's gonna seem very silly. But yeah, let me go ahead and copy my own raid message as well. And tomorrow we will be streaming some Yoshi's Island. Let's do that. But until then, starts the raid, and thank you everyone for tuning in as always. I appreciate you all so much. As I said before, tomorrow's stream will be for Yoshi's Island World 3. But until then, I hope you guys take care. Have a wonderful July 4th weekend if you're celebrating in the States. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. And until next time, this is Dusty and Nate signing off. Take care, everyone.
Oh, bye now. So am I on mute or?